Hey, this is Ross Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. This is Heart, the City Beneath, the first session in our RPPR campaign, because I really like this game and the system, and I'm calling this Derelictus Descending. So, session one. So, after playing... after playing in a one-shot run by the game's author, Grant Howitt, I decided I wanted to try my own hand writing it, because it's all the things I like. Dungeon crawling, creepy, weird, cosmic horror stuff, Darkest Dungeon kind of vibes, Darkest Dungeon in-jokes. Yeah. And bees.
Bees?
Yeah. I am slightly disappointed no one took the deep Pearce class.
Bees in your blood?
Yes, bees in your organs. Bees are your organs. So...
But here's my question.
Yeah.
Is it opulent and imperial?
There is a in-joke in that.
So what you're telling me is none of the players in this game, or actually all of the players in this game, said, "Not the bees! No!"
Yeah. And I will punish you. But yeah, there is one of the critical fallouts.
Won't bring back your goddamn honey, Russ.
Under Fortune is a slow and insidious killer. You act with underconfidence, and your hubris is rewarded with an ironic death. So, I'm just waiting to click that. So,
please don't.
Yeah, so we have 4 players. David will be joining us in a little bit, but right now, let's start with, Aaron. Introduce your character.
Hey, this is Aaron, and I will be playing Garanhon Pearce, a Vermissian knight. One of the ones who delves into the passages deep within the heart.
Garen. All right. So very good. And then next up we have Thad.
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
I am playing Outis Phyz, a human junk mage, forced to be here by the extra dimensional or some such entity that created me to hide his existence from the world, or her, I guess. There? Question mark.
Yep. And finally, we have Tom.
Up. Yeah, I am playing Rakk. He is the gnoll cleaver, which means I hunt, kill, and eat things. Sometimes in that order.
All right, very good. So the first part is you are all starting this campaign in Derelictus, which is the city that sits above the heart, below the city above. It is technically a city. It is the headquarters of the Hounds, which operate as sort of the only law enforcement of the heart. The heart, by the way, is a massive extra-dimensional dungeon far below the earth. The deeper you go, the weirder it gets. It tries to show you your heart's desire, but it's not very good at it. And it's really good at blood.
I mean, maybe we just aren't very good at knowing what our heart's desire is. Maybe
That's
a lot
true.
more of us want blood than we realize.
What if our desire is blood?
Well, then it's it's not even good at that. It's not very good.
It'd be the wrong. There's a lot of different bloods.
Hey, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a giant lament configuration? Because you have to tell us if it's a giant lament configuration.
Well, that's the mystery that you're trying to solve. And it's a little bit, yes, there is definitely some lament configuration in there.
Shit.
It's fine.
Puzzle.
It's fine.
I believe it's fine because I have no choice.
So the city above is a city run by the High Elves, who are immortal and powerful and magical, and they're kind of jerks about it. They oppress the drow. The drow don't like that and fight back about that, but that's what happens at Spire. The heart is, going down to Derelictus. This is where things get weird.
All bets are off down there, right?
Right now it's actually almost normal. It's just dark and dismal and just kind of grungy. But you all have met before and have worked together a little bit. In part because you all have a claim on a particular place in the city. And Outis, we're going to start the campaign by saying your patron, the person, the cult, we'll figure out exactly what that relationship is. You're traveling.
A mysterious lost figure at the head of a dark cult or something. I don't know. I learned about it mostly from the whispers of the Sky Court, which are erratic and strange. Okay. And also the horrible, things that the patron sent me.
And I learned it from watching you.
Yeah.
In my brain.
So they've your traveling diary, which just shows every time you check it, it has new entries. One day, not too long ago, well, maybe a while ago, there was a piece of paper folded in it, and it was a deed that the hounds would legally recognize you as the owner of a place in Derelictus. What is this place? Because that's your home.
Oh, where do I live?
Yeah, where do the PCs live? Because
where do
everyone
the
else gets
PCs
to say what one part or
live?
one room is. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
So Derelictus is, like I said, the closest thing to safety you'll find in the heart. It is a waypoint for travelers between the two cities for centuries, and it's centered the high elf architects who built the Vermissian, which is a cursed magical train network that is definitely doesn't work anymore, and possibly a crime against nature. Commissioned an enormous station to link the city above and the city beneath, and allow travel between them. Haven Station, as to be called, was built but never connected. The line, after decades of delays, was abandoned, and the inhabitants of Derelictus moved in. Huge arching ceilings of broken and filthy glass tower above the central plaza. There are 3 platforms that extend downwards into the void below, each housing hundreds of people. The station continues into the outskirts of Derelictus proper. Here, the racial tensions of Spire are relaxed somewhat by the interzone, a feel of the place. High elves associate and on occasion marry dark elves. And
Scandalous.
yeah, there are warrens, there's bazaars, there's all kinds of things here. But yeah, you have a building in here that you legally own, or not necessarily building, a place, as I said. So what is this place?
Well, it is a halfway house in that it is halfway between a house and not a house.
Okay.
It is split completely down the side. There are private rooms, but a large portion of the rooms are just open to the air because it's half of a house.
Like a house that's been cut in half and just half of it is missing. Okay.
Yeah, and also some parts of it are like if someone was trying to create a house only having a vague idea of what a house was supposed to be.
Okay.
So like if you there are some corners that if you walk too far into them, you will feel unwell. So just don't go over there.
Okay. Is this a pretty big place then, or half of a big place?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's half of about a like what would be sort of a medium-sized decent home. So it's smaller than a medium-sized decent home, but you know, there's some space to share.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. It's the halfway house. I like that. And so, but each player character has also a claim to this place, and there's one part of this house that is theirs. And so, what was it? Garanhon. Garanhon. What is your place on the halfway house? Is it a room? A floor? What?
Oh, I have taken up the entirety of the basement because I need to make a temporary way station in order to be able to delve further into my own personal way into the tunnels, so into the railway itself. So I have basically made what I call the turnstile. So it's an entryway that you need to be able to get into there, and if you want to get down here, you actually do need to pay.
Okay. Yeah, so right now it doesn't do very much because we're just starting the campaign, but there is a turnstile from the Vermissian there that doesn't work yet.
Also, it tends to shock you and growl if it's touched in the wrong way.
Yeah, so I guess the whole room kind of smells faintly of ozone from thousands of your armor's insulated enough that you don't really feel it anymore. But
I feel things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you definitely feel things. You don't want to admit it, but boy, yeah.
Emotional pain's different from physical. So
okay, yeah. Well, you don't feel the shocks anymore. But the room faintly smells of ozone from all the repeated electrical strikes. So Rakk.
Yeah.
What part of the halfway house do you have a claim on?
It is the kitchen / larder that I have my claim on.
Awesome.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tell us about the kitchen larder and larder.
Well, the kitchen is actually I keep the kitchen obsessively clean.
Mm-hmm.
I for some reason, like, of all the places, for me, having blood around is kind of just how you're supposed to live. But this room I keep very clean because I like, this is where I share my resources, and I'm doing air quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, as I can feed resources to my friends who I like. Now the larder is where I keep all of those resources, and you enter that place at your own risk.
Can I make a suggestion for the larder?
You may.
Also for the halfway house. So you say halfway house, and the first thing that popped in my head, and obviously with your permission, Thad, would it be interesting? I think it would be interesting if it's halfway house because the other half, it's just on the edge of a cliff going down. Like,
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so it's just like half a house. So don't roll over in your sleep too much, or build a wall or something or some railing. Because if you fall, yeah. So for you, Rakk, I would imagine your larder is actually something you built all over the void. So you just have some metal scaffolding.
Bone scaffolding.
Bone scaffolding.
Scaffolding.
So you have your meat hanging over the void. It's void. Aged.
Oh yeah. Well,
Void cured. Yeah.
Void cured. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, hey, the heart cures it. It's delicious that way.
Yeah. So.
Heart cured meats.
Yeah. But the kitchen, you have like this surgical like plastic sheeting to like hermetically seal it off from the void.
Yeah. There are places on the surface that are not this clean.
Right. There's like artificial lighting. It's very harsh lighting in there. It's very clean. You can see any speck of dust or dirt or grime in there. There's probably a little clean room.
I do cook in here.
Mm-hmm.
And it still stays spotless even when I'm cooking.
Right. But if you want, every time you go after the meat, you have to go onto that scaffolding and just like, and it's just like bones. So it's just like rows of bones that are somehow holding all the weight of this meat and you whenever you go out to grab a slab of meat.
It's usually where I sleep.
Oh, you sleep on the scaffolding.
Fuck yeah, I do. And it's a hammock that's actually like skin tied between.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Shaking hands with danger.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you've got a cool and normal place to sleep. But you have you have much more space technically than the others because you don't have
it's very warm and cozy.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, by the way, is the basement? Have you sealed it off from the void, or is it just open air?
Oh no, it needs to be open air too, because if I need to pierce the veil of the pan-galactic aorta, I need full access to that. I need to feel it.
Okay. All right. Very good.
I meant to say pan-dimensional, but sorry.
Yeah. Mind the drippage from above.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the room that I spend most of my private time in is, I've decided, the attic root cellar. Mm-hmm. Because from the roof, there seem to be roots intruding into the attic. Although if you go up on the roof, there is nothing there that would be doing that.
All right. I like that. So, like, what kind of view does the roof give you of Derelictus? I mean, obviously, one half of it you just look out in the void, but the other half faces the city itself. So, like, what kind of things do you see? Does any? Well, you can think of that later, but like, does anything come to mind immediately? Is it like a place of commerce, a place of vice? Is it a place of travel? Like a public square, or is it just
actually, I'm gonna say we're not far from a public square.
Okay,
I'm gonna say that actually, there's like cafes and shops and like a little open air market not far away.
Okay,
despite edge of a yawning and interminable void, actually a fairly well trafficked area.
Yeah, so you do have a good secure hold on this building even when all of you are gone, because nobody the place has a certain reputation. People who they're you've all heard stories at this point of other people who are very alarmed they've actually survived this long in the house, because people who squatters who move in or burglars who move in almost universally fall off into the void. A few canny people have survived, claiming that the house tipped over to push them into the void, or that the wall or the floors became slick with oil, or that they were swallowed alive by the walls. But that's never happened to any of you.
Wait, someone came forward to say they were swallowed alive?
Well, they saw one of their friends swallowed by the wall.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I like that better. If someone's like, no, it ate me alive. It killed me. I'm dead now. The house ate me. You have to believe me. Why don't any of you believe me?
Okay, well, actually, yeah, it was that guy. He is dead. He says he's dead, and then he asks for change. Yeah, so what is that beggar's name? The guy who died in your house.
I'm gonna go with Frederick, the swallowed man.
Oops.
The third.
Swallowed Frederick.
Frederick the Swallowed. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Swallowed Man. So yeah. All right.
God.
He's been eaten by the halfway house. So yeah, actually, as we begin, let's see here. Outis, the door is a knocking. So you go there, you open the door, and Frederick is there. Is like, hello, Outis.
Hey.
You excuse me if I don't come in.
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
Yes.
You still dead? But still.
Yes, quite dead. Okay, slain by this villainous structure.
I mean,
a blackguard.
Life happens.
Yes.
So conversely, death happens too.
Yes.
What's up?
But I bring tides of ill doom or work.
That is pretty ill.
Yes, a person named Varuth wants to talk to you all, for she has a quest for you that will pay well in gears and coin, I believe she said. So,
hold on. I knock on the floor.
Okay. Oh yeah. So
yes.
There's Frederick's here. Something about quests.
Oh,
I don't. Do you want gears and coin?
Do I?
Okay. It sounds like we're in for one. I'll go find Rakk. Do you want to you wait there, Frederick. We'll be back.
Go be swallowed by the basement.
Yeah, gonna go find Rakk.
Okay. Okay, so you find Rakk, where are you in the house?
I'm in the kitchen, wiping something down.
Okay.
With a bowl next to me.
Okay.
Hey, Frederick. The swallow guy says there's a quest for us. Something about someone named Varuth. I don't think I know who that is.
Well, I'm sure it's good. Just one question. I'm not going to say I'm not an expert on your kind of anatomy, but is this something? He'll show in the bowl. Is this something that you could possibly live without?
I don't know.
There's a body. There's something. Yeah, there's a body part in there.
I mean, maybe. I studied magic. I didn't do as much anatomy as I was probably supposed to, because I was distracted by the epistemic knowledge of my own non-existence. But I think probably or not.
Well, whatever it is, it smells divine. I think I can have a really good recipe with it.
Okay, but like questing though. Do you want to do questing?
Oh yeah, nothing gets me thinking about this kind of stuff than questing. Let me finish wiping it down, and I'm in.
Okay, all right. Well, Frederick's not going to come inside, so we'll talk to him on the porch.
Oh, him! The house kills you once, and suddenly you can't go in.
I'm just going back to that.
All right. So Frederick is just kind of standing there. He's like, well, Varuth, she's off there. She's
I'll come out like, Frederick, how's death?
Yeah, it's terrible. Non-existence is awful. I'd much rather be alive.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure if I qualify as alive since I wasn't born, so maybe being born and dying isn't so bad.
Oh, look at you. You've got blood in your veins and a beating heart, and you're complaining about not being born. Well...
Fred, I think you still have physical presence here, so you may have...
Ah, my shade is so convincing to you all. Yes, but I'm dead, and you're clearly hallucinating me.
I'm going to throw a capacitor till I could toss it to him just without saying anything.
A what?
Come on.
One of my capacitors, just that I was holding.
Ah! What'd you do that for? That's rude. Throwing a capacitor.
Did he catch it?
Yes.
Look, leave throwing things at the dead for the children.
No, we don't want to chase him off right now. I'm just proving tangibility, too. So if nothing else, you may have more of a presence in the world. Can I have the capacitor back, please?
I was promised rot gut for my work, which I was paid in. So, but this is my capacitor's my tip.
I can give you some rotting guts.
He starts shambling off. Yeah. Do you all want to head out to see Vermissian?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't knock. Why is Frederick being a gig economy doorbell all of a sudden? Oh well.
What else is a spirit to do?
So you, Outis, you think to check your traveling diary, and there's a new entry for today. Took a job for Vermissian because its destination promised potential. Well, not the destination. A landmark along the way promised potential information valuable to my employers.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
So the let's see. So you get to the market. It's an open air market. One of the reasons why you're here is because there's some people who have been systematically looting, disassembling a Vermissian station over the years, and selling detritus from that. Vermissian is one of these merchants. She obsessively guards her collection of prized gears and capacitors and other technological trinkets. Which is why she would never, very seldom leave her treasure pile. So, yeah. But you go into her tent. It's quite dark, quite unusual. Usually she has a bunch of lights on. And she's sort of in there. She says, yes. Who goes in first?
Freddie Graham.
Yes. Does Garanhon go in first?
Oh, absolutely. So,
yeah. Yes, Garanhon. I knew you'd especially want to take this job. It's very important for me, but it'd be very valuable for you too. You see.
Well, yes. What's it? Yeah. What discovery is in it for us?
Well, I found a route to the Sump Station, but I made a mistake there, and I need you to go and fix it at the Sump Station.
What particular mistake did you make? What did you break? Did you actually did you take off another route? We can't afford to lose any more on the Vermissian.
No, this is entirely no. I need you to go there. And she I made an enemy there, and I need you to pacify this enemy. And I have a way of doing that. So there's a giant, crab-like beast there with it's turquoise in color with mossy. It is encrusted with moss. It's much larger than a man, so you would be easy to once you saw it, you would instantly recognize it. There's none like it else. But I need you to take a device. She pushes the device across the table. I need you to take this device and put it on its head, on its top of its shell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's a crab, isn't most of it its head?
Yes.
So yeah,
I promise you, it will not kill the beast. And it's probably, and unless you antagonize it, it's probably not even that hostile. But you must do this.
Okay, so we need to not kill the giant crab.
Well, I don't think you have the ability to be honest.
I mean, I don't know. I don't judge you.
Well, apparently neither do you, given coming to us for assistance.
Well, I just need you to do this for me. I need you to go, and there's a route I can tell you of that will be sure to get you there. And now the Sump Station's been people have been looking at it for a while, and it's been lost for a while. And we reshuffled a couple of puzzles ago. Everything in the first tier, yes.
Yeah. Would it be possible for me to use a discern roll to figure out the function of this device?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So
that's a good introduction to the rules.
Yay!
There are rules to this game.
My God!
Yep. So you start with 1d10. Do you have the what skill do you think is relevant for this? Discern?
Discern, yes.
Yes.
So I wouldn't worry about it.
Do you have a relevant domain?
I have technology.
Well, guess what? The technological item does correspond to technology.
Hey.
Do you have a relevant mastery?
This one I don't, so
right.
I would only roll 3d10 then.
Yes, this is standard difficulty. It is not risky. It is not dangerous.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll 3d10 and tell me what your highest number is.
Gotcha. Dice-bot, be nice to me, please.
Mm-hmm.
I've been away for a while.
Be cruel.
Wow.
Whose side are you on?
The side of narrative interestingness.
Yeah. Got a 10 off of that.
Oh, shit.
All right, very good. Critical success. Succeed dramatically. Increase outgoing stress dice by 1 step. So, which means...
What does that mean?
Now, in terms of your outgoing dice, that determines... Normally, you'd be rolling to see how much stress you inflict on your target.
If he was attacking something.
Mm-hmm. In this case, it doesn't quite matter because this is not a delve or a fight.
That device is extremely unsettled at how well you understand it.
But you could.
Why are you looking at me?
You do tinker with it, and you don't activate it or have it misfire or do anything harmful to you, which is very good. So yeah. So this device is quite cunning. It is obviously crafted by Verruth herself, and it is. There are 2 parts to it. One is there are 4 spikes and a drill. You realize to anchor it to attach it to the shell, and then there is a very interesting crystal communications resonance signal generator. In other words, it is something to use to communicate over vast distances.
Remote control crab. Remote control crab.
Are you attempting to hijack our friend's higher functions? Making a long-range biological puppet by any chance?
What? No, I need to negotiate with it.
Oh.
So this is a thought spike then.
Yes, of course.
That was going to be my third guess.
Yes, of course it's a thought spike. I had to modify it so it'd work on a crab entity. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I've never seen one before.
That might be really useful in the future, considering everything will eventually become crabs.
You keep saying this right now, and we have yet to see it.
I have it on good authority or terrible authority.
See, I'm not putting out the fact that there might be a crab dimension somewhere within the Vermissian. I just don't think we're all going to become it.
Look, you. Never mind. It's not.
That's just what a crab. That's what
if you do this for me, I'll pay you in either as many gears as you can carry, or a combination of some gears and some coinage that you can spend here. So, yes,
or credit.
Yes,
I accept.
So basically, each buddy would get 1 resource of D6 value, or you could combine it to increase its die type by 1. If you want to get 1 big thing, but that would be basically 4 units of that. Well, 3 units of that stuff, and yeah. But that's
what?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They have to be Haven or technology. So yeah.
Okay.
But you'd have to convince. Well, I mean, if you want to get a D8 or a D10 something, you could get a D10 thing, or a D12, I think. But you would be someone would have to give up their things to get something a better resource, if that makes sense.
Ooh.
So yeah, you can do some trading or whatever else if you want to get their share. But that's the job, and the path she tells you from Derelictus, you would first go into the Veins of Desire, which are the large veins are quite common in the heart, but there is a chasm immediately below Derelictus that is hard to traverse, except for veins. The size of, massive cables. In fact, people have made footbridges out of these veins, and you'll have to cross them in order to get going. But then she describes a path to Saunderwood, which is a temple of community, a haven in the middle of of that. And then she tells you a secret path to the dam, which is apparently was built later on to prevent flooding from the Sump Station. The Sump Station is actually part of the Vermissian network. It was, a Sump Station to keep the tunnels from flooding. And, it's gotten pretty bad.
We could repair that. That would make it's like any future excursion so much easier.
Exactly. So, you have to figure that out. But the first thing is the Veins of Desire. So you all get your gear and head out. And essentially, you leave... there's actually a path not too far from the halfway house that leads down a narrow cliff that goes across to a treacherous footpath, and then there is a very treacherous canyon, ravine, void, something, and there are just large organic veins of varying sizes. Some you could use to hand over hand climb over the void, and then there are other ones that are large enough to stand on, and some people have actually tied ropes on the side to use as holdings, making them into footbridges. Now, of course, some would say there are opportunistic bandits who like to shoot people with essentially rigged harpoon devices, and then let them, harpoon them, let them get smashed against the side of the wall, then drag them up the wall, and then, loot whatever.
Rob.
Whatever's left. So
at that point it becomes salvage.
Yeah, exactly. So this is going to be your first delve. And the way delves work is that there's a resistance you have to meet. And there are skills that will help and skills that won't help. So let's see here. So who wants to do something first? I'm making this one pretty easy because, it's pretty simple. This is a tier 1, by the way, to go under Derelictus. This is all going to be tier 1 in terms of the thing. So, yeah. Where is the example stuff? So, who wants to try to... obviously, the delve skill is pretty much the generic thing.
Okay. I can.
Oh yeah, this is also wild. This domain is wild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we usually is the domain of what we're doing common knowledge, or do sometimes we have to sort of sniff it out?
No, the domain will be common knowledge.
Okay.
It's sort of. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Do you want to do anything else before I delve, just to see if we can give bonuses on?
Other people with a relevant skill or domain can assist you, but they suffer the same stress that you do.
Okay. Because I do have delve, but again, does anyone have wild?
I do not.
Rakk?
Okay. Rakk?
I am. I do not. I'm killing and hunting.
Yeah, your domain is cursed. Your default thing is cursed. So if you took there are certain minor abilities that give you wild and delve, but you don't have those.
I could theoretically rarely give myself delve, but that would seem like a waste of my.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't, since I already have that. So, okay.
Moral support. I pull out my harmonica and start really pretending like I can play the harmonica for morals.
Do we want that?
I mean, if let's see here, Outis wants to make his own roll. Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, do you have one too?
I have the exact same harmonica skills that my character does.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, if you want to make skill checks to give someone else a bonus die on their delve check, or you just make a delve check. Just make a delve check.
Okay, so
yeah, do it.
I'll go ahead and make up a delve check. So
that's 2 dice, I imagine.
Yes, because I do have delve, but this is not technology. So, although, okay, I do have a question, at least for what I have in the Vermissian plate, because we know that we might have bandits here. Could I pre-roll for something like that, or
bandits are more of like a fallout kind of thing, or if you
actually, I take that, Rakk. So let me see.
We may cross,
I can,
but not necessarily,
because the plate allows me to do things. So I could actually, let's see, by augmenting, so I can choose one of the following. Once per session, I can augment my through technology or something to give myself one of those can gain access to a skill or a domain for the rest of the session. So I could give myself the ability to access wild if we wanted to.
I mean, this is literally your first challenge. So
this is the first thing we're doing, I would say.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just do a basic one then. So, all right. Fine. I won't consume a battery to give myself temporary knowledge.
Look, I think it's neat that you can eat batteries without getting sick. But
no, I don't think so. That was the greatest party trick.
They always seem to come back up.
No. All right. Those are 2 4s are the highest that I have.
That is a failure. Because you need at least a 6 to succeed. It's basically a 50-50 chance. You succeed or fail. Now this is tier 1. So the all right. So I'm going to say
things are slippery.
Things are slippery. So you take 3 blood stress. Now you have 2 protection blood. So basically, you fall, you slip, and you slide a ways, but you eventually catch hold of yourself after you basically, slide down a rocky escarpment for 20 feet. A normal person would get really cut up or bad, but you only take a little bit of damage because you're pretty heavily armored. So you have 1 blood stress right now. Now, because let's see here, I roll a d12, and if I roll a 1, you take minor fallout, because that's the total of fallout, or that's the total amount of stress that you have. I have to get equal or lower than your current number.
Lower than Gotcha. Yeah.
And I got a 4, so you're fine. No fallout.
Okay. Yay!
So that's
what
the
about Fallout 2.
We don't speak of it here.
There's quite a bit. There'll be more. There'll be Fallout 2, 3.
All harder.
All the Fallouts. Yeah.
New Vegas even.
Mm-hmm. So
only if we're lucky.
You're unable to find a way, a suitable path, and you think you try one of the veins, but it falls. It rips apart in your hand. You slide down the escarpment, and then you get back up, slightly bloodier for the wear. So delve is the generic skill, but people can make other skill checks. For example, discern to figure out which vein is the best.
I was going to say, I will. I can attempt to discern to see if there's a more stable way we could go. My only domain is occult, though, so I think I can just do discern.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I would say basically only one use of discern would work on this. So one successful, delve, you can just do repeatedly. But discern, you can't discern your way over the canyon, but it will help.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead and roll.
Got an 8.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So an 8 means you do succeed, and you take no stress. So now you don't have any equipment that's going to give you a bonus. You just roll a d4 on how much resistance that removes from the event.
Ha! 4.
Okay. So you realize there are actually some rungs that some people have cunningly built into the wall, like canyon wall on your side, that provide very strong handholds. And if you take them one at a time, they'll lead you to the thickest veiny bridge, which actually has wooden planks over it. It's been built up quite a bit. You could realize another group of delvers must have made this as their personal thing, and they just concealed it, but you don't know how long ago they've passed, or... So you inflict 4 stress on it, right? So only 2 stress remain. So and that's just a matter of crossing the bridge at this point. So Rakk, do you want to try something? So you can always try things without a skill. So you can just delve.
Yeah. What is Warren again?
Warren is a domain. That's like places that are built up, and the domains are listed.
Big old hive of stuff.
Yeah, hive of stuff. Yeah, that's a good place of that's a good way of describing it. Hives of stuff.
If you have the PDF to the rules open, there's a nice on 207. There's a very good rules summary that includes skills, domains, resistances, and such.
Yeah. So this domain of this place is wild because it's like. Yeah, because it's just like under the city, nobody's built it up. And yeah. There's actually probably desolate would work. But I said wild.
I have access to desolate.
Well,
but
I said I'm going to stick with wild. I'm not going to change it halfway through the thing. So, because the veins are live. So yeah, there's lots of big veins. So. You just have to cross the bridge. So you could use delve. You could, if you have hunt, you could try and sneak across. Or no, that's sneak. That's sneak. Hunt is sniping.
Well, if he has hunt, maybe he could sniff out where people have successfully taken the path before.
Okay, yeah, that would work. Yeah.
All right, that I do have.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be 2d10.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and roll. All right, 7. That succeeds, and you take stress. So, so go ahead and roll a d4 for how much you inflict on it. All right, you definitely get it. So what it basically you focus on, but you take 4 mind stress because as you cross the bridge, it sways violently, and you look down. Yeah, and you get an intense sense of vertigo, and you nearly fall into the void, and that's quite spooky. So, but you make
shit, no,
yeah, not like this, not like this. I don't want my broken body to be eaten by scavengers. Is your first thought, I would imagine. So. But you do get across. You've successfully found blazed a path through this delve. So let me roll a d12 and see if you take any mind fallout. Nope. You're fine.
Yay!
All good.
Yeah,
all fine.
That's all fine.
Falling doesn't stress me.
Mm-mm.
The infinite void does.
So the rest of you can cross.
Infinite void's fine. You just got to get to know it.
You did find a couple of traps along the way that you point out to your comrades. The Delvers didn't want other people to cross, but you're able to... don't step on that board that has been cut so that as soon as you step on it, put weight on it, it'll fall away, and you'll fall into the void, and that kind of thing. So...
Oh, yeah, keep away from those star marks right now. They're bone spikes that come completely through you.
What about bone saw?
Spikes
we don't
spikes
speak
made out
of those.
bone, or spikes meant to capture your bones? Because those are different things.
Also, yes.
All right, so you get to Saunderwood, the Temple of Community. It is a rundown, cobbled-together temple where the faithful spend their lives devoted to the virtues of community. The inhabitants are too friendly by far, at least, well, to you all, but you're all a bit standoffish, shall we say. So yeah, it is a ramshackle temple built. Clearly, they took some building and built onto it over the years. But as you enter, you go past you get past the Veins of Desire, across the canyon. Not too long after that, you find Saunderwood. But there is a temple greeter, a cheerful old man in a robe. Says, "Greetings! Welcome to Saunderwood." Now, Varuth told you that there is someone you needed to meet here. There is someone named Martin the poet, who knew how to find the crab in the Sump Station. Now, also, you all know this place is the kind of place that would have secrets and lore and other things if you were willing to trespass a little. That's another thing. There's always ways to gather more resources, but of course those have threats, basically. So yeah, we'll just kind of role play. But if you want to ask around, see what's available, yeah. So, but yeah, there's the greeter. He's like, "Hello." In the from coming within the temple, you can hear people chanting or someone lecturing. You're not sure exactly what. But yeah, he looks to you all. It says, "Welcome, Delvers. I am the greeter. I'm here to welcome you so that you have a home, a hearth in which to rest your weary bones."
I like bones.
Oh, well met, greeter.
Yes. Would you like to attend one of our sermons?
We're looking for... Are they poetry sermons? We're looking for a poetry person.
Why, yes, we have a poetry on the poem a seminar in writing poems to congratulate you all of your friends, not just one friend or your best friend, because that would be wronging your other friends. All your friends are equal to your other friends, otherwise you would have bad feelings. Yes, you three are friends, and obviously, can I be your friend? I'd like to be your friend. Ode to new friends. Oh, well, I'm not a poet. I shouldn't. It's in there. It's in there. But there's no rush, of course. You feel free to take a nap in our halls. We have...
we very much would like the opportunity to have friends everywhere, but again, we're looking for a specific friend at this point, a poet by the name of Martin.
Oh, that is definitely a person's name, it sounds like. I would agree with that, yes. Are you a friend?
We hope to be
friends.
Oh, well, good. Well, as friends, you'd help me move a few pews out of the way. We're trying to clear out space for the new gnoll family that moved in. They're very lovely people. Would you help, friend? I'm too old, of course. You look strong.
So, actually, discern on him to see if he's trying to play us.
You can't. You don't have to roll. Like, this old dude is not like pretty. He's not all there.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you want to make let's see here what the social skills are.
Compel.
Yeah, if you want to compel him to do something, you could,
Okay.
but because that would have consequences if you fail.
Who's going to compel?
Probably none of you.
I'm not really that threatening.
God damn it. And the social character is not here.
I mean, you can also go into the temple and ask around. He's just asking you to move some pews.
Okay. All right. So, actually, this might get us some brownie points here. So I will go assist him with moving pews if you want to try to gather information about Martin. So,
all right.
Yeah,
cool.
you do that. I prefer not to mess with pews that I haven't met before. I'm gonna take a look around.
Okay. Rakk, what about you? Are you also going to look around?
Yeah, I'm gonna look around with Outis.
Okay. No. Okay. So you two are wandering together. Okay. So meanwhile, Garanhon, Garanhon, go ahead and give me an endure check.
Endure check. Oh boy, I only have 1 dice on that, so let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
Everything's fine.
Do not have to sound that happy, Ross.
Okay.
But a 9, though. I am good at moving furniture.
You are good at moving furniture. So let's see here. Success. Take no stress. You're able to lift the heavy pews quite easily, actually. All your years of carrying heavy machinery finally paid off. The old man is quite happy, and he gives you, here, have this. He gives you a bag that smells sickly sweet.
What's in it? It's just
penny whistles and moon pies.
that's your fucking answer
He
for
says
everything.
that, but it's just Werther's originals.
Yeah.
Oh God, they
It's
do
a
go
D4 resource of religion domain.
So a religious resource.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're full of religion.
Moon pies. They're treats made by the Church of the Moon Beneath, which is one of the dominant cults here.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the one they got chased out of the top place. Because
Yeah.
where all the heretics are.
Resource. Okay.
Actually, I'll say Haven. It's 2 domains, Haven and religion. So yeah.
Oh, Haven. Nice. So
Yeah. All right. So that takes you a while to do, though. So meanwhile, let's see here, Rakk. What is something about what's something that grabs your attention in Sonderwood? Now that I've described it, this is a collaborative game. Yay!
So this is the temple we're in?
It's a temple of community. It's all about making friends and the virtues of friendship. This is also in the middle of the actual heart. Like, this is tier 1, like danger all around. So this is a haven in the midst of a very dangerous place. But yeah, people, desperate people who flocked here. There's not that many people because, but there's enough to certainly ward off the scavengers and minor monsters that wander about this tier. What's something that grabs your attention about this place?
I'm thinking like there's like it'd be almost kind of like the social equivalent of speed dating, where there's like a lot of people. It's all about friendship, but there's a lot of people here, so there's not a lot of time. So, people keep there's groups that gather like, tell me something about yourself. That's interesting, and then they move on to another person.
Okay, so there's other newcomers, I guess. People who are looking for new friends.
Who are speed sharing about themselves.
Okay. So there's a high elf who comes to you, Rakk. Hi, I am Alafon. What's your name?
Oh, I have so many names. How are you?
Oh, well, if you need a name, I'll call you, let's see here, Bluefoot.
Not even close.
Your feet look a little blue.
How do you figure that?
Because, I think maybe it's the stained glass window. The lighting kind of tinted your feet. But I think it's a funny name, don't you?
Yes, I like jokes.
Yes.
I like funny jokes.
Oh, that's Bluefoot for you. Always liking a joke. He ribs you, Outis.
Ow.
Oh. Oh, you're look at him being so sensitive. Isn't that just like what's your name, sir? I'm Alafon.
Yeah, I'm Outis. How are you?
Your mind seems broken.
It's actually pretty loud here. Do you know any place? Have you ever heard of any places that are quiet, like just very, very quiet?
Why would you want to go to a place that's quiet? Quiet places are bad because with friends, you know that you're not an outcast, that you haven't been stranded in a dark place, that you're wanted. People just want you to be here. Isn't that nice?
I live with my friends and I'm fine with being separated from them. It's part of a healthy building. Being able to detach is good, actually.
Right. That's true. Sometimes we get in the same room with each other, can we?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I crave isolation from you specifically. Just there's other things that I'd like to be like. Do you know anywhere where it's just really quiet?
You get a sense that Alphon desperately does not want to think about that place, a place that is quiet here.
Well, look, if you tell me, I can go and make sure that other people don't get stuck in the quiet. That's what I would like to do to help you, my new friend.
No, look, we're friends, but that's asking an awful lot, don't you think?
Well, I mean, that's what friendship is all about, taking leaps. I mean,
Well,
you're friends, and I live on the edge of a terrible void.
You're gonna have to make some kind of skill check to get Alphon to show you where. Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to do compel with nothing else at my back.
Mm-hmm.
So
Please.
just straight one die compel. Let's see how bad it goes.
You can do it.
7.
All right. So that's going to be a D4 stress.
Sweet.
Yep.
To what?
That is going to be. What is a good place? I'm just going to say fortune. You're pushing your luck.
All right.
That's 4 to fortune. And let's see here. Yeah, but you're fine.
It was. I rolled a. you rolled those. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So many sad people here.
So you push your luck, and you sort of look him in the eyes, and you sort of like force him to. You realize this is a minor high elf noble who's been kicked out of the high city, and this is the only. And being so extroverted, he desperately needed some people to like him at all costs, and so here we are. But yeah.
I'll try something like I was like, but of course we're friends. I'll hug him lightly.
Okay. He smells like you're reminded of like heavily scented meat, something that's been cured in a lot of spices. Yeah.
Like, you smell wonderful, delightful.
Oh, he is very tragically too relieved to hear that. He is.
Yeah. So you were saying about quiet. I was looking for quiet.
There's the choir of solitude. It's kept in very far below. It's they dug a deep pit to put it down there, and there's a ladder that'll go down there, but you're not supposed to go down there. It's
me specifically, or anyone generally?
Anyone. You're cut off from so much there.
I mean, how do you know if I'm generally, or if I'm specifically not supposed to go there? Because everyone is different specifically than they are generally. So I should probably go and check.
Well, you're a friend. I'll show you, just so you know not to go in there. It's so dangerous.
Oh yeah, no, good. Yes,
yes.
What you said.
Hey, everybody! I found this ladder.
So he takes you off to a corner. He takes you to a wing of this building, which actually seems a lot bigger now that you're inside it. But it was gloomy outside, so you couldn't really see its full dimensions. But it's like a cathedral inside. But he takes you off to a wing, and inside, and then he pushes aside some furniture and pulls up a carpet and reveals a trapdoor, revealing a rusty iron ladder going straight down into the darkness.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You definitely want to be away from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems dangerous.
Mm-hmm. So yes. Let us go to one of the workshops on the virtues of banter. Friendship's a lot about banter. Asking about the weather. Yes.
Know what?
Yes.
I'll go to that with you.
Oh, okay.
As a friend.
Thank you, Bluefoot.
Actually, while you two are establishing rapport, Alphon, is there a place where I can relieve myself? We had a very harrowing experience getting here, and I don't want to soil anything that's nice.
Oh, yes, of course. It's just over there.
I will go to the place that you just pointed and nowhere else, and I will meet you two at the thing that you're going to.
Yes. Oh, excellent. And if you can't find the just ask. Everyone here knows me. I made sure of that. Yeah, never. No one will forget me. I won't be forgotten. Not again.
I'll write that down. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So meanwhile,
I give a thumbs up to Rakk.
Meanwhile, Garanhon, you finished your sweaty work, and you've gotten your penny whistles and moon pies. And yeah, So you've done some hard manual labor, and you're closer to your goal. But you got some loot. So you got that going for you.
I helped an old man, so that's a reward itself enough. It's creating the pathways in the Vermissian to your heart.
Yeah,
other people's hearts.
Yeah, you realize the way he wanted the pews. He said it was so people could have a nice workshop and face each other. But these are really positioned against these broken windows, like barricades. Maybe that's just coincidental. Anyways.
Maybe it's a attack recently.
Well, that's not very friendly to talk about that. You should know.
No, yeah. So, all right, but I'm going back and joining the others.
Oh, you can't find them. There's a lot of people here. What grabbed your attention?
Out of this, let's see. Actually, I actually see somebody else on a makeshift pulpit, who is talking about the effectiveness of new Vermissian drills. So specifically, multi-headed points that manage to create pathways 10 times faster than before.
Okay. He's actually in a room. Sort of like a like a wing. Like it's not like a sealed off room. Because I meant, like, again, it's cathedral shaped, just a massive hall. But they've kind of divided it with like partitions and large pieces of cloth. And there's a darkened corner where people have set up sort of like pillows and blankets and stuff like that. And there's the pulpit right in the middle of it, and the person's not angrily, but very, very authoritatively lecturing about this Vermissian technology. And there's just a lot of people around him, like just sleeping or like about to fall asleep. And there's a scroll.
The only person who cares.
Yeah. Above it, this is the chamber of rest. So apparently he is their sleep aid. So what? So
I came across steampunk blood powered Bob Ross.
I mean, no. This is more like Bueller.
Oh.
Yeah. Way more monotone. So the I can't even remember what that guy's name was, but anyways, that dude,
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah, very Ben Stiller. Was it Ben Stiller?
It's not.
Yeah,
yes, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stein.
Or Ben Stein. I said Ben Stiller.
Yeah. Sorry. I was gonna say, wait, that's not Ben Stiller. Yeah, it's Ben Stein.
Ben Stiller's money.
Yeah,
he probably still has plenty of money.
He has quite a bit of money. So Ben Stein, as a Vermissian dude, Vermissian knight, basically, and yeah,
it's one word, and there are a lot more Y's in it. It's Ben Stein.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Ben Stein. So Ben Stein is there, lecturing about Vermissian technology, boring people to sleep, and you're like, oh, that was pretty interesting stuff. So what do you want to do?
All right. Looking at this, does he have a prototype?
No.
Okay, so this is a theoretical option. So,
well, it's just a lecture. He's just like lecturing people.
Okay. Does it look like they want to come here to sleep? So
yeah,
that they're
they've set up pillows and like hammocks and things like that.
Okay, then I'm actually just going to go about I guess use either going discern or Zvel to try to or compel to try to find my friends. So I basically say it's like, new friend, can you help me to find the specific friends that might be somewhere in the town?
Okay, well, if you just focus on finding your friends, then you can find your friends.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you it'll take you some time, but you'll find Rakk first. But yeah, if you want, that guy might know where there should be some experimental technology.
Okay, that's true. So to kind of do it, so okay, I will go ahead and ask him before I start wandering about to everybody else. So it's like,
yes, hello.
Hello. Sorry, I slapped myself a couple times. Just want to make sure I'm completely aware. It's like alert when I ask it. That's like, it's always good to see another. That's like knight traveling the path of the Vermissian. And I was wondering, since you were talking about this interesting theoretical concept for your own machine, might there be something else right now within the town? That's like within the town that is considered a little more rare that we could barter for, possibly.
Well, I don't see you may wear the armor of a Vermissian knight, but I don't see why I should trust you with such sensitive information.
So well, if nothing else, I've never lied to anybody else before, and specifically, well, actually, can I do a discern roll to see if there's anything that I could see if I could figure out some bit of trust with him?
No, you don't need to discern. Discern is just like if you want to establish trust with him, I would say
compel.
Well, you can compel. That's like ordering him to give you that information. So you could certainly try that.
It could also be flattery or diplomacy.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
Yeah. So you could flatter him diplomacy. If you have a resource, you could trade it for information. Okay. So you, in order to gain his trust too, you could ask him what kind of problems they have here and help them with one of them.
Okay. I can do that. So also I have a D6 of basically bundles of wires. So I noticed that you don't, unless like some of the fixtures here aren't operating as well. So if you would like to, I could go about helping you repair these if absolutely possible and produce the wires themselves, which it says I have a D6 of those.
Oh, well, in that case, that is the act of a trustworthy knight. I will tell you then, I have actually retired from Vermissian Knight. I suffered numerous leg wounds, I was attempting to reach a nearby part of the Vermissian network, the Sump Station. Yes.
So what happened?
Well, there are these, it is half flooded, at the best of times. These creatures, these wretches, came out of the water and mauled my legs quite badly. I barely escaped, and it's quite unfortunate. I had found a compartment. I could see it had a window, a porthole that was still sealed, so I could see it was an airtight room with an intact vending machine. The vending machine, of course, not only contained preserved many treats and delicacies unheard of, but its intricate gears and mechanisms and coin-taking mechanisms and thinking apparatus in order to measure coins and detect counterfeits was unparalleled. Of course, it was quite large. It would have been quite the endeavor to simply retrieve that bit of machinery, but it was. I'll tell you where. If you can get it out, I'd rather see a Vermissian knight get it rather than it waste in that airtight compartment, in that awful place.
The night, in the dark.
So a vendomat. I've only heard of those, and that's like ancient texts.
Well, I mean, it was 100. They built over 100 of them for the Vermissian network, but that was 150 years ago. So, none. I have never heard of one intact either, but I saw it with my own eyes. But you would have to first create a way to access the compartment without flooding it, which would be hard to do, and then you would have to get it, and then you'd have to carry it back to someplace safe in order to research it, because it is quite large and quite heavy, I assure you.
No, that's like no. I am no stranger to heavy. That's like heavy treks, so I feel.
Of course, if you were unable to carry it out intact, you could simply break it down for parts, which would be almost as valuable, but not quite.
Oh, no, I think I can figure out another way for this, but that is absolutely wonderful information, so hand him the bundle of wires.
All right, mark that off. So, meanwhile, Outis, you go down the ladder. It's a very long ladder.
On the ladder.
Get
on the ladder. Get on the ladder.
Yeah. You come to a room. Well, there's a door. Sorry. You open the door, and it reveals a very plain room. And let's see here. Do you enter the room?
Maybe he's just so rich he hates plain accommodations. I feel unimpressed. Yeah, I'm going in the room.
All right. It feels slightly tense in here, but you realize the door is still open. Do you close the door?
Gonna take a look at the door first. Is it also just sort of very plain?
There are very subtle. You realize there are wires built into the door that connect into the hinges, the door frame, so that when the door is closed, the circuit is complete.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm closing it.
All right. There's a slight hum of power. And then it feels like the universe falls in all over you. And yeah, it's not good.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it is really bad, in fact. Give me an endure check.
Endure. That's a thing. I don't suppose occult would help me with this, would it?
Occult would actually help you with this.
Hooray! One more die.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, sweet! 10!
Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, this is going to be risky.
Oh, well, then 2.
Yep. So yeah, you take D6, actually a D8 echo.
Oh, dear.
Yep.
Where's my D8? There it is. Or wait, you roll it?
Yeah, I roll that. So that's 4.
Okay.
Oof.
And that is actually going to be under, so you're going to take a minor echo fallout.
Does that clear the echo
It
that
does.
I have? Or
It does.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's go look and see what it does. Echo. Let's see.
Twisting of the body and the mind, so that'll be fun.
All right. Actually, the first one sort of well, not the first one, but conduit. Your best efforts to keep the unreal energy of the heart at bay are futile. Your body is a crucible for strangers. You cannot use echo protection. So, if you had any echo protection, you no longer have it until you get this resolved.
Okay, I will make a note of that.
Conduit. And the door, the room sort of, it was glowing, and then it kind of dims. And you realized that whatever was supposed to happen didn't happen because it wasn't calibrated to you correctly. Even though you failed you realize now that this is this is the kind of room that you can cut yourself off from the universe, essentially creating a pocket universe of one room, outside of everything and anything. However, it has to be calibrated to the specific person. So you can actually mess with this room if you want to keep trying. Let's see here. This would be discern plus occult.
Yes! I want to mess with it.
All right.
That'll be great. Obviously, I'm fine, and it didn't do anything to me. That was all in my head, probably. Lots of things are in my head. Lots of things aren't in my head. Who knows? But, yeah. Calibrating things. Is this still risky?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, it is a 5.
5 is still a failure.
Boom!
So you activate it again. And only 2. And
That's echo again?
yeah. But you don't take any fallout this time. You just have 2 echo stress. You can try again.
Look, clearly the prudent thing to do is to quit while I'm ahead, but...
Or you get the Vermissian, who knows this stuff better than you do, to help.
Be admitting weakness.
Yeah, that does sound like admitting weakness.
You're gonna get lost in the room of the infinite void.
Look, what are the odds that the thing that I'm doing right now, where I attempt to do this again, doesn't work? Like, nah, the odds are definitely in my... I used up all of my failures.
No, Fred, no.
See, that's the problem is I forgot that I don't know myself especially well, but remembering that I don't know myself well means that I can definitely calibrate it right this time. I'll try it one more time, and if I'm not dead, then I'll ask for help.
But even the dimension is making you hard to hear at this point.
Dice roll sounds. Aha, eliminate the 10, that leaves a 6.
6 succeeds. One more thing of stress.
Roll that bean footage.
7.
Oh no.
So you're at 9 echo stress. So wipe that. And this is major because this was over a 7.
Awesome.
Let's see.
I'm killed instantly.
No, that's if you get a critical fallout, which is the equivalent of 2 major at once. So let's see here. There's so many.
Just roll for it.
Yeah, there are 10. That's probably the easiest way. 10. Awesome. All right. That's going to be cool. All right. So the room glows, and you've cut yourself off from your master. Now you found a sanctuary.
Yes.
And in fact, you realize you understand this pattern so well. You can make this. You can move the door. So that your halfway house is somewhat connected to this space. You're not sure how. But there's definitely a connection here. Once you get back to the halfway house, you can reopen it into the halfway house somehow. When you get back home, you'll figure it out.
That's suspiciously something that I would want to do. Now I'm paranoid again.
Yeah. It's all coming together. You get glimpses of memories. Well, I don't know what you have some sort of revelation now that you're actually alone for the first time. And perhaps ever. Well, you think about what that means to Outis. And let's see here.
Wait, do I not know what my fallout is?
Yeah, no, it's not immediate.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm not going to look then. I will keep that page away. Yeah, I'm not sure what real he goes into a bit of a fugue state, and we'll remember his revelation later.
Okay. Yeah. Rakk, meanwhile.
Yes.
How's the workshop going about banter?
Well, I'm learning a lot about my new friend. About how desperately sad he truly is.
Yeah, he's very sad. Alphon is very sad. So, but you're holding it. You're taking it pretty well. Not bored.
Yeah, I'm taking it well.
Look, Alphon may be sad, but he puts a brave and constantly talking face on it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. These people. You realize a lot of these people don't even eat meat. They grow like mushrooms and vegetables and stuff, and only eat those.
Hey, it's not my fault they're wrong.
Look, this is the heart. Some vegetables are also made of meat.
Okay. So
I'm not going to judge them for making the wrong decision with food.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to pity them.
I'm not going to judge their disgusting wrong ways.
All right. So, let's see here.
Yeah. Come on. Like I'm not going to be enraged. That's crazy talk.
All right. So Garanhon shows up as you're sitting and trying to talk to a drow peasant about the weather that they're having. It's been a bit damper than usual. Maybe the dam is letting in more water, more moisture, humidity than usual.
Well, one can hope. Usually when it's damp is when the hunting is best.
Well, we don't like hunting, though. That's that's not friendly.
Friends!
Hello, new friend.
Oh, hello. Yes, hello, new friends. Current friends, though. Friends, no. I have exciting news right now about this, at least the sump pump and some issues, but more importantly, the location of an artifact that will bring us a good amount of money.
Oh, I see. Well, new friends, it's been a delight meeting you all and hearing about your circumstances, and I so again hope to hear from you again. But unfortunately, business calls.
Okay. Well, you still haven't. Neither of you have not found Martin the poet yet.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Okay.
like as soon as I get with him, like, oh my god, I can't help them. Like, I think they're voluntary vegan. How is that possible?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's very staggering. Garanhon, do you have any theories?
I don't know.
Okay.
So,
so
can I do delve too?
Dell would not help in this situation.
Okay.
You can just ask somebody. Well, actually, at this point, you spend enough time, you can kind of narrow it down. Actually, eventually you do find Martin the poet. You find the poetry workshop mentioned earlier. It's about poems for friends. And there's an elderly human there, trying to, and as he sees, it's like, an ode to new friends approaching the workshop. A gnoll and human they were, one clad in armor, the other in blood? No, that's unfriendly. The other clad in fur. Yes, but that doesn't rhyme. I'd have to think more. Yes, hello. How can I take your parchment?
I'm often clad in blood. That's fine.
Take some parchment and quill. I have some example poem types, limericks there, sonnets over there, so you can get the rhyme and the stanzas. And yes, but you're still standing. You're not grabbing the parchment and quills. Hello?
Well, so I will go. Garanhon will go ahead and take one, but shoot.
Remember, Martin knows about the crab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So I will kind of bet. We'll go ahead and humor him for a while and start listening in. So.
Oh no, he wants you to write a poem.
Oh.
Are you going to write a poem?
I can. So.
Okay. What domain does your poem speak of?
Let's see. Oh well, always of technology. So of the grand, that's like the grand wonders of the lost artifacts of the Vermissian.
Oh, well, it's rather mechanical and lifeless.
So, you would think that could be lifeless. However, if that's like even though it may seem hardened on the outside, it contains beating circuits and wires that would give life to lifelessness.
You need more life experience, less more than focus. Obsession on technology is not healthy for the mind or the soul. It's about flesh and blood, people, my good boy, my good lad. Yes.
I can compose a dirty limerick about hunting.
All right. Well, see, there's some gusto in that one, but it's too vulgar for the children and the easily offended.
Children need to hear this.
No. So you realize this guy is obsessive on poetry. If you ask him about you haven't tried to ask him directly about the crab, or if you work together to try and create a poem that has both technology and the hunt, the wild in it,
okay.
you can try to impress him with that.
All right, one second.
So
yeah, how do team up rolls work?
Well, basically, one person makes a roll, then the other person adds a dot, gives them a bonus die. But they both take the same fallout. So Aaron can roll, and then Tom adds his die. So Aaron, what skill will you be doing?
Let's see. So for this, could I use discern along with technology to see if there's a particular,
and you get a bonus die from Tom, and so you roll 3 dice.
Okay.
I'm helping.
You are.
Right. 9 success.
Yep. So
Yes.
you write a very skilled poem about the use of technology in the hunt, weapons and hunting. It's very good.
It's hilarious. I think it's hilarious, but I keep quiet.
All right. Is it hilarious, Garanhon?
I would think so. So yeah, at this point, if taking into terms, it is a limerick, and unfortunately, I am very slow tonight, so I'm not going to be able.
Yeah, it's something about piercing. It gets a little. It gets a little.
Yeah, it drills into the line. It's like into the hearts of specific crabs and other places that won't be mentionable at this point, and I feel a little bit ashamed to actually saying it.
There you go.
I'm cackling quietly to myself.
So. Martin says, "Oh, you're after the crab, of course. You're all after the crab."
I should also say this: the crab, not the crabs.
Yes.
Doll's eyes at the end of stalks, like a doll stalks.
Like until it clamps onto you and pinches you to pieces.
I'll tell you this: it is a vile thing, but it is. You always know if you wind up the clock in the central. There's a clock overhead, and well, rather the clock still works, but rather you need a light. You need to turn the light on so you can actually read it. If you can turn the light on, the crab for some reason follows the clock. It is always. When it's at 12, it's at the north end, and when it's at 3, it's at the east end. At 6, he's at the south end, and at the west, 9 o'clock, he's at the west end. That's why you always know where he is. He follows this pattern rigorously, so you always know at those 4 specific times what 4 specific corners he'll be in. So yeah, it gives you direction. Basically, you have to turn the light of the central clock back on so you can see it, and then you know where the crab is. It somehow tracks the crab. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, at this point, Outis reappears looking slightly weird. Something's off about him, or not. Maybe that's just Outis.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. So Outis, what happened? What'd you think? What happened to you in the room when you're actually alone?
Well, look, one of the things that's always hard to tell when it's very loud in your head, or not exactly loud, but busy. No, I'm busy. We'll say busy. Is where what is coming from, or if what is coming from anywhere inside or otherwise. And so what I learned is that I do have thoughts.
We all have thoughts.
Well, yeah, now I know that. But look, if you're never sure and you don't have a way of look, I, despite whatever I know or don't know or can't know about where I come from, I do know that I exist as myself. And that's nice.
I hug him. Like,
okay.
I'm so proud of you.
That's new. And I can think things. That's good.
That's what's called growing as a person.
Well, look, I have to say that, the philosophical fatalism is sort of easy to fall into, and you're not sure whether or not you are fully, essentially, a clockwork mechanism of an existence beyond your particular ken. But
wow, that sentence had a lot of words in it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with. How are you?
Well, we think we found the crab, and we know where it's going to be at a certain point on a clock.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
And we have potential access to a Vendomatic.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it sounds neat.
It's said to have sponge cake that will last eons.
I never trust any food that can last that long.
Right, but why wouldn't you just eat it? Like, will it last eons even if you eat it?
That's what I'd like to test.
Are you?
That sounds like something.
Are you asking me to like poop in a jar for you after eating this cake that I'm going to eat?
No.
Good.
That's like I was planning to eat it too. Yeah.
Okay, that would be weird. You can do that with your own poop, but but
I have no interest in my
I
own
would
poop
prefer
right
to
now.
poop into the void like I normally do.
All right. So you have your instructions. Do you all lead, or you have your guide to find the crab in the Sump Station?
Oh yeah, what else was I supposed to... I flip having been with my own thoughts weirdly for once, I suddenly remember that I've forgotten what the diary was telling me to do today. What was there something else I was supposed to be doing?
No, take a job from Ruth, which you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just making sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, well, I actually also get information along the way. So, yeah, if you can.
Oh yeah, did we?
Oh yeah, there is a book of lore that you notice that is very fragile. Has all kinds of secrets that your master would really like, but obviously it's a holy book. Kind of important to these people, so you'd have to steal it. Yeah.
So I do have domain roots for the religion because of the moon pies and penny whistles.
That you have a D4 resource of Pennywise and Mood. That doesn't help you on skills. It's a resource.
A resource, okay.
Yeah.
So that would just be for knowledge, or I was wondering if we could trade it for possibly.
Well, this is higher than a D4. It is a more valuable resource. You cannot trade, $1 for $10. In other words,
not in your neck of the woods.
Okay, Aaron, if I give you $1, will you give me $10? Maybe. Really? Just to prove a point in the game? All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah,
I still want to test this thing of eating an eternal cake.
I mean, that's on the list now, definitely.
Yeah, no, but we have to get the Vendom hat out.
You get the thing first. Hey, do either of you guys know anything about? Actually, so are we standing near other people? I assume we're standing near other people.
I mean, there's people around, but nobody's really paying attention to you.
Okay, can you guys come here for a second? Just a second. Come here.
Oh, yes.
Do either of you know anything about stealing books?
I usually try not to because we have a library we can go to.
I can kill the librarian, then you can take whatever you want.
That seems rash.
Well, I mean, you can't.
I'm sorry. I only have solutions. I don't have excuses.
Look, I can't steal from a library. I live in that community, therefore the books are mine anyway. That would be ridiculous. Now, I mean that book over there. See that book over there? I need it for mysterious reasons. But real reasons. I cannot explain, but are real.
Okay, well, I may be able to help in this case, but I would need at least a little bit of a distraction. So in this case, I can use my Vermissian plate to eat up or integrate a bolt and give myself a temporary sneak to try to take it, if that would work.
Is that a thing? That's a thing you can do?
I can. I pull up a capacitor that has the word sneak written across it.
Excellent. Okay, then I will...
Are you sure you don't want me to kill anyone?
No.
I don't want you to. I don't... I should have thought about that when I was in the room. I'll have to find out later if I wanted you to do that, but I don't think I want you to, as far as I can tell. Well, we can come back to that later.
Do you want me to track someone with the intention of killing them at a later date?
Because
otherwise I don't know if I can help you. I'm not subtle.
No. Well, that's perfect. You and I can do unsubtle things while he steals that book that I need for, again, very real but inexplicable purposes.
In that case, I am with you 100%.
Excellent.
All right. Hey, Ross.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I don't want to go ahead before I promise something. So, since my resource has spare capacitors and the DSEC technology, would I be able to use some of the capacitors for this, or since I used the wires?
Didn't you give those away, or did?
I did give the wires away, but I figured I would.
Resources. I thought you only started with
one. It's a spare. Oh, that might have just been in between. So I'm sorry. So. I think
spare capacitors and wires. That's one thing. So you gave away. Okay, it's just one unit of resources.
Okay, sorry. The way that this was it was in there. It seemed weird. So
you already gave that away to get the lead on the vending machine. So
Okay, then I'll turn around. I'm sorry, then I can't eat any I can't plug in my capacitors. I gave that away, so we're gonna have to figure out something else.
Okay. Well, you guys were already ingratiating yourself here somehow. Is that did you write a poem? Is that what that is?
He wrote the poem. I gave him inspiration.
Also, I
okay.
do have a haiku here.
Okay, so here's what I need you guys to do then. You two do an impromptu poetry slam reading, and I'll be over there very casually, not stealing a book.
yeah, I mean, basically one of you can assist, and then you just both take the same fallout from it. So
yeah, sounds great.
Yeah,
and I haven't had any fallout from there, so if we need to absorb it, that's fine.
all right. So, well, I mean, I didn't say what kind of fallout. So,
Nuclear.
So Outis, you can if you have sneak, you get to add a D10. If you have what domain? Well, this is Haven and Religion as a domain, so I don't think you have either of those.
No, I don't.
So you roll in a D10, but you get a bonus die for a Garanhon assisting you.
Okay.
And this is standard because they're not really on guard. They're not really they don't distrust you.
All right, do it. Make me proud. Yeah. I guess I will
This
roll.
is for you. This is a revenge poem for your accusatory poem at the last week's poetry slam night.
This will be against Fortune if you get any fallout.
I definitely do because I roll a 3.
Okay. A 3 is take stress, so this is going to be D6 because you're going after the community itself, so they're a little pissed about that. So only 1, so you both take 1 stress to Fortune as basically you try and get bumped and people start chanting over you and you don't really see an opportunity. So you're not able to get an opening yet. So you can try one more time, but this time if you fail, if you take fallout, it'll be D8 Fortune.
Okay, back together. Huddle up. That didn't work.
Yes.
Was the poem just not slammy enough?
It's a haiku. It's not meant to be slammy.
Yeah.
Maybe we need a slammy poem this time.
Maybe poetry's the wrong approach. Need something more distracting. Hey, does it look like they're barricading those windows for some reason?
Does the lock-in beat jam?
No, I was thinking, right? What if instead of distracting them with poetry, we just yell that they're here? Oh God, we weren't ready, and see if that starts a panic. Panics are very distracting, and if they're preparing barricades for something, then maybe that will work.
Yeah, that'll be compel instead of sneak. So you can definitely try that.
Which I'm also not good at, but I'm willing to try.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Let's see. What would help with me lying about an attack? Either of you have any ideas?
Well, I mean, it's same tag, same mechanic. Like one of you can assist. Actually, for this one, both of you can assist, and all 3 of you can take fallout. So you'll get 2 bonus dice, but all 3 of you will be taking the same fallout.
All right, hold on.
So I'll just start continuing to loudly shout my haiku over everyone.
Oh no! We're not doing haiku. We're lying about the place being under attack.
Oh, okay.
So confusion and discord, and say that we weren't ready. Oh no, there wasn't enough. I'm gonna start.
Actually, yeah. I'm gonna say this is risky, so it's 2 dice, but but all 3 of you can assist to make it 2 dice.
So roll 3, remove the highest. Okay, because they probably will be pissed if I'm lying about the.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not gonna. After you do this, you're not gonna be able to. You're gonna get kicked out one way or the other.
Sweet. Oh no! We thought we were going to be safe for longer. Oh no, they're here. Oh god.
Oh, we are dead.
Okay, so I removed the 9, but I rolled a 6.
Oof.
All right, so that's going to be a D8 stress.
Guys, it's fine. We live in a stressful world.
Only 2 for all of you to fortune. So I'm just going to go down the list for each of you to see if any of you get fortune fallout. Let's see here. So I'm going to go down the top. So Garanhon, you actually do wipe your... you get minor fortune fallout from this, which means something bad happens to you.
Sounds like a band name.
Yeah. Fortune fallout. Yeah. Here it is. Minor fallout.
Read something funny, did you, Ross?
There's a lot of good ones. Oh well, this one is in trouble. You're in trouble with Saunderwood.
Oh, no.
You upset the important figure in this community, so all of you are kicked out of Saunderwood, and they will attack you on sight. But you do get a D12 religion fragile resource in the holy book.
Woo.
Thanks, guys.
So yeah, you were chased out of the community. You have made enemies of all of your friends, former friends. But you got the book. And
That place was weird, and I didn't like it anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. But as you continue on the path, Outis, you realize what your other fallout was. As the heart itself has shifted, you were expecting things to get wetter and damper as you were heading to the dam, but the dam is no longer there. What you see though, or what Garanhon easily recognizes, as and actually Rakk does as well. Rakk, you're quite pissed because you don't like dealing with these things.
I'm mildly angry right now.
Yeah, because it's a source-born construct, which is a giant, robotic creature that repairs the sigils on the walls of the source, which is a very powerful magical thing. The source, to describe it in a nutshell, is a... Yeah, it's... Well, you don't know too much about it, but it's some sort of strange metallic robot like God Realm. You're not really sure. What you do know is that these very large and dangerous creatures scavenge resources from them. And they're not supposed to be this high up in this tier. Yeah. So you kind of made your problems a lot worse by instead of having to just get through a dam into the Sump Station, you're going to have to get back a Sourceborn Contract, which is a flickering blur of steel and carbon dust that forms itself into hexagons. A box which appears motionless until razor-sharp filaments spiral forth to maim you. A hovering obsidian orb that telekinetically flings objects around it with terrifying precision. So you realize it's just consuming the dam. Pretty soon...
That's bad, right? We need that.
Well, you need to get past it. Right now, the next time, every once in a while, the Sump Station floods, and the dam keeps the water down there. The next time it floods, then it's going to flood into the nearby part of the heart, including Saunderwood. So those people are really screwed by your actions. But
they don't like me, so that's just punishment.
That's just punishment, yeah. But you're going to have to get past this creature. And I'm just going to tell you, any attack against it is going to be risky by default. It also has a lot of resistances and protection. So you're probably not going to win against a fight. Now, Rakk,
Yes.
one of your minor story beats is refuse to back down when it would be beneficial to do so. What skills do you have?
The one I get from my class is Hunt.
So I would say...
I have some minor abilities that would give me other skills.
Did you pick those?
I did.
Which one? So what other skills do you have?
Well, there's stuff that I have to use, and I get other skills with them.
Okay.
Essentially, I have Unmaking Claws, which gives me kill.
Okay, well, yeah, then you have kill, so you can kill things, which is good. But with hunt, one plan comes to mind, and also one of your story beats is refuse to back down when it would be beneficial to do so. You could basically throw a rock at this thing and have it chase you, and then try to evade it, so your friends can get by. In which case, it's going to be real dangerous for you, but you get that story beat.
I don't know. I feel like the story beat would be more if he just fought it directly. Wouldn't that be the least beneficial?
Refuse to back down. Yeah. Well, yeah, but I'm just going to say the three of you are probably not going to be able to defeat this thing.
That's probably very true.
Yeah. So, there is a large source-born construct, which again is a giant magical robot thing from deeper in the heart that you're not too familiar with. You've heard of these things, maybe even seen one before, but they're really dangerous.
Yeah, metal murder monster.
Metal murder monster, yeah. And it's eating the dam, or absorbing the dam, or scavenging the dam. You're not really sure. Yeah, there's a picture of it on page 197. Please don't look at the stats. But yeah, it's really bad. It has 20 resistance, just to give you an idea. So, that's
that doesn't look good at all.
All right. So, Rakk, you could fulfill your minor story beat by luring it away to help let your friends get away. But of course, then how do you get away? That's a problem. But you definitely get your story beat by doing that. Or all three of you could patiently wait for it to leave, in which case, it's going to be probably pretty bad for you. You're going to have to get through a bunch of water probably, because it's eating the dam, holding the water back. So you're going to have to swim in order to get through the entire Sump Station will not be flooded. You'll basically have to go through a airlock, but the airlock itself will be flooded. So it'll be, a difficult delve check. So yeah, do you want to do a difficult delve check of resistance, or in order to get through it by waiting for the thing to leave, or do you want to sneak by it and risk potential violence? You realize it's probably not motivated to kill you because it doesn't view you as a threat, but it's definitely going to try and hey, get the fuck away from here. So yeah.
And for a source creature like this, is it actually considered more mystical, or is there actual technological components to it?
Oh, super technological. It is technology domain.
Okay. Could I possibly do a discern technology check to see if there's anything that could distract it?
Yeah. And this is just discern to figure out information, so there's no adversary. So you want to suffer fallout. It is risky though by default, because it is a higher tier thing. So you just get one die.
It'll give you a serious migraine if you think about it wrong.
Well, when I get two, though, because I have...
Oh, you get two, but then you drop your lowest one. So, yeah.
Okay.
Highest one.
Oh, or in that case, I would roll... Because if I actually have that skill, so I'd roll the base dice.
Oh, yeah, you roll 3d10 and drop the highest one, sorry.
Drop the highest dice. Okay, so I just want to make sure. So
yeah, sorry, I'm mixing myself
up. That's okay, no, I appreciate it, so... All right, Dicebot, be kind. Dicebot was not kind. Just run at it. It'll be scared.
Well, you don't take any fallout because it's not. You just don't know. You know what I've told you already. That's the base information. That's what your failed skill check tells you essentially.
Fair enough. So
the stuff that I gave you, yeah. But you don't get any additional clues unless you experiment, like trial and error. But yeah.
I feel that we only get a certain number of trials, like one before we're potentially eviscerated. So
that's fair.
So yeah, we could take a sneak here.
Actually, Rakk, you can give me a hunt check too. So that would be hunt. You'd roll 2 dice and drop the highest one because you don't have the technology domain. Well, this is just for information. You won't suffer any fallout from it.
I know.
Okay. But if you succeed, I'll give you an extra.
I do not.
Okay. Yeah. You think maybe there might be a way of using the environment against it, but you're not. There's other things in the dungeon, or I mean in the heart, but you're not sure exactly.
How solid is so it's eating bits of the dam.
Yeah.
And is it just like climbing along the dam, or
just kind of going along at once? So the dam itself was basically, it was made of well, what's left of the dam you can tell is made of like rock. The rock looks a lot like broken up statues of people, which is weird. But with filled in with some kind of cement or something in between the cracks to make it like waterproof. And it's kind of going along the side and just absorbing all. And there's also bits of metal and wreckage poking out of it. Beyond that, sort of at the base center of it, there would be the airlock leading into the Sump Station. There is normally there would be a tunnel at the top, starting at the top of the dam to go down into that airlock. So picture, the sump is basically station is below the dam. And this is sort of keeping the water from bursting out of the Sump Station and flooding the plains and area beyond it. Does that give you a sense of the geography?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
So yeah, the water comes up from the bottom and the dam sort of keeps it down. It's basically more like a big cork keeping the water from coming out of the Sump Station. Or at least minimizing the amount of water flow outward. And it was made of rock, statues, metal, some weird sort of cement kind of substance. You're not really sure. You're looking at it from and what the Sourceborn construct is doing is just going along it from one end and just absorbing it. And you can already see water starting to pour out from the part it's flooded, sort of bubbling up. In fact, it's already
So is it kind of creating a like some spillways of water flowing out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ross, could I throw the rock to get its attention and then dive into the water to get away?
If you wait a while, yes. So if you wait a while, because the thing is, right now the path to the airlock is sort of in its path. So if you give it a little time, it'll go past that, and then you can dive away from that, and it'll go after you and give your comrades an opening. So if you want to do that, you just wait a little while, and yes, you can.
I'm willing to do that.
Okay. So all right, if neither of you object, I assume. Sorry.
I mean, I certainly don't have any better ideas.
All right.
Yeah. So
all
right now, it's the best option.
Okay. So it goes by. So basically, it is if you basically lure it back to where it started, then your comrades will have an opportunity to go into the airlock. They won't have to swim. They can just go directly into the airlock. They'll have to stomp through the water, and then you just have to swim and evade the thing. So
do you know how to swim? I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah. So this will be a risky delve check. Do you have delve, Rakk?
I think using my I think I can get it. I can get it using one of my major abilities.
Oh yeah, which ability? Your major ability? What is that?
Sorry, I had to get back to it. I was on the that little reference page at the end.
Mm-hmm. What's your major ability?
Monstrous appetite.
Monstrous appetite. When you use the red feast to consume.
No, I guess that's not it then.
What is the red feast? When you eat a resource, you gain any domains associated with that. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, your abilities are pretty cool. So, what are your other abilities? Let me look at them. So, let's learn the game. Monstrous appetite, unmaking claws.
Oh, a desolate apply. Like unsafe place.
Oh yeah, I didn't describe this place. Yeah, this is desolate. Yeah. This is the desolate domain. Twisting territory. What is twisting territory? Gain the Warren domain. Okay. Desperate measures. Gain the desolate domain. Okay. You consume the or someone you've recently killed to gain the skill. Okay.
I mean, if I happen upon someone, I can eat them.
Yeah. Well, you did come along a lot of people, but you didn't eat any of them. So
Damn it.
This means the way I'm reading it is I use it and I now have Desolate, and if I happen across anyone, I can eat them and get something they have.
well, you just have the when you get that ability just gives you the Desolate Domain. So let's see here.
So would Hunt also apply?
Yeah, Hunt. I'd give you Hunt.
Okay, so that
Manipulating a large beast, essentially, kiting it away from your comrades. That's definitely a hunting thing to do, because you want to lure a great monster into a trap. That's the same kind of skill. This is going to be a risky Hunt plus Desolate check. So you get 3 dice, and then you drop your lowest one. And this is going to be a
lowest one?
Huh? The highest
Drop
one.
the
Highest one. Yeah. Not the lowest one. That wouldn't make sense.
Hey, 6 and 7.
Cool. All right. So here's what happens. You throw a rock at it, and
I'll fire my bow. My equipment's my bow.
Okay. You fire a bow at it. In that case,
God, this is like Shadow of the Colossus. Get the Colossi's attention.
well, in that case, you just do damage to it, which really pisses it off. So I'll let you go. So you hit it. What does your bow do?
D8.
D8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, heavy draw bow, tiring. What does tiring do? Let's find out. Resources and equipment. When you fail in action, you didn't fail. So, okay. So go ahead and roll a D8 for damage. It does have protection too.
That's fine. I don't expect to do much here.
Yeah.
Oh, 8.
All right.
Never mind.
You actually shatter one of its sensor lenses, which really pisses it off.
I'm just like, notice me!
Yeah.
Witness me!
And you actually got to a good start. So you guys might want to just try and kill this thing, but it's up to you. So it does. It has protection too, so it has 14 resistance left. But it's going to inflict a blood attack on you, or blood stress on you, obviously, because which is going to be 8, as it launches a sword blade at you. And which pierces you. So, do you have any blood protection? I don't think you do.
I don't. No.
Vermissian does. So, let's see if that puts in. Do you have any blood stress already? I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
Wait, didn't you get some? No, that was a Vermissian who had one. So, yeah. All right, so that's under, and that's going to be a minor fallout. So go ahead and wipe that stress. As you get, instead, some minor blood fallout. Which means you
OMG.
You get hurt. And it feel bad.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. There we go. Blood.
And bits of sick.
All right. Let's see here. You are bleeding. At the end of each situation where you have this fallout, mark D4 stress to blood. Ongoing. So, you're just going to keep bleeding. So, at the end of this battle, you'll take a D4 of stress. And then at the next scene, you'll take a D4 stress. Yeah, so that's something you'll probably have to deal with. But that's a future problem.
I'm dealing with now problems.
Yeah. Outis, you can either run with a delve action to get to the airlock, which will not be risky because its attention is not focused on you. It will be standard difficulty. Or you can try and attack the thing, which is, of course, risky because, it big.
It is big.
It is big.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Since he's already bleeding, it would seem rude to not do something. So, I'm going to cast a spell, and then after that, I guess my first action will be to cast this spell, and then after that, I'll do things to support.
Okay.
But I'm going to cast Frenzy of the Sky Court.
All right.
Which, on a success, I'm filled with Mercurial Energy of the Sky Court. I gain +1 protection to all resistances for the remainder of the situation. However, until the spell ends, and I cannot end it early, any action that requires more than a couple seconds of attention becomes risky. So, you thought I had a short attention span before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have both evade and occult. So 3 dice. Is it risky to cast a spell, or is it just,
just standard? You're not
right.
threatened right now, like I said.
Sweet. I roll a 9.
All right, no fallout, no stress. So you get 1 protection to everything, and
I also get a skill that I do not currently possess until the end of the scene or whatever. And that skill is going to be kill.
All right, all you need is kill.
That is indeed all I need.
All right, so Garanhon.
Okay. All right. So I know that we can't really leave him behind. So,
well, I mean, he could evade him in the water. I mean, at least until he's bleeding in the leg. You don't know. Yeah. But on the other hand, yeah, he might be able to evade on his own. But
yeah, I don't.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, we're going to do this. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to make an attack. So, because I have with the scrap sword. But beforehand, I am going to go ahead and push into overclock. So this will make an immediate attack. I can do this at any point, and it'll make my immediate attack, and my weapon will gain brutal. So
okay, that means you get to roll twice and pick the higher of the two whenever you inflict stress on something.
Okay, so so I got it'll be 2d6 and pick the higher one on that since I don't have kill as a skill. Okay. So
why'd you roll d6s?
I have no idea. Let me try that again. Because I wanted to really handicap myself in this case.
Okay, yeah, to make it barely
unfair,
impossible to succeed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you kidding? Can't do anything right tonight. But at least the second one got there, so that is a success on an 8.
Unfortunately, it's risky to. You're attacking it. It is risky to attack it.
Okay.
So that would mean it's fail.
Oh, so that's a fail on an 8.
Yeah, unless you had a domain. Wait, you have the technology domain.
I do, yes.
So that would give you an extra d10s, which would be the one to roll another d10.
Okay.
Because you have kill and technology, so.
Okay.
Wait, do you have the kill skill?
No, I don't have kill.
Okay, so that is your 2d10. Okay. So never mind. So if you kill, you'd be rolling an extra d10.
Well, shouldn't I have brutal when I roll one more just for
No, that's when you actually inflict stress.
Oh, okay. So that's like that. All right.
Okay. Yeah, in this case, it swings over to you. And it's not, let's see here. It's going to shoot metal shards at you. Which do d6. But it does nothing because you have 2 blood protection.
Nice. I am going to take 1d4 of stress to fortune because I use this.
Well, it's at the end of the scene.
At the end of the scene? Okay.
Yeah. Well, so I guess you can mark it in now, but you might want to wait.
Yeah, no.
All right. Oh, no, it's after you use your abilities. Yeah, go and mark E4 distress. Sorry. Some abilities are at the end of the scene. Some of them are at the end of the thing.
Gotcha.
So yeah, go and do that. So, and it is piercing, but I'll ignore it this time. Next time it'll do one day. Yeah. Anyways, learning stuff.
Thank you, Ross.
We are getting information.
We are. So the two of you, So, battle's joined. So, let's see here. Rakk, you're definitely getting your minor story beat here. What do you want to do now? Do you want to keep firing on this thing? Or what?
I think the plan was to distract, and I did something very foolish. But now I think, okay, I've done. It is distracted now. My team must be doing the job now.
Yeah, you can see them. They're still inside.
We're not hiding. You can see us fighting it.
It's like this. Fuck it. another shot.
All right. So yeah.
Actually, hang on. Am I close enough to hit it hand to hand?
If you want to charge it, sure, but it'll be able to hit you with possibly a bigger weapon.
All right, in that case, bow again.
Like what's your melee weapon do?
Oh no, it's my hand to hand. I have unmaking claws, which
Oh, are they piercing?
Yes.
Let's see. How much damage do they do, though? Yeah, I'm looking. See, I'm looking through the book to your guys' stuff. So he has protection 2, and I think piercing either halves or gets rid of armor. You gain the skill. Your unarmed attacks. Yeah. So your unarmed attacks just do D4, unless you get something that boosts your armor.
It's bow again.
Yeah. So it's D4.
You cannot reduce stress inflicted by this equipment using blood protection, and adversaries do not benefit from their protection value. So yeah, it just ignores
armor. So D4 with no armor, or D8 minus 2, basically.
I'll go D8.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll to get same roll. You don't have the technology domain, but you do have the desolate domain. So yeah.
Nope. Miss.
Ooh. All right. It starts launching metal shards at you as well. So it's going to be 4. And let's see here. 4 blood. And boy, you can take another minor fallout. You're just getting cut up by this thing.
Jesus.
Yep. Combat is tough. Let's see here. I'm going to say this is just pissing you off. You're furious. You cannot help another character by adding a dice to their roll. You can no longer,
I can't help anyone right now.
You can't help anyone right now, but that's it. So you wipe your blood thing. So, it's shooting metal shards at you as it launched the sword, but it is lumbering towards, it's actually...
I'm actually thinking, like, how dare you?
Yeah, it is lumbering towards you. Next round, it'll be a melee range unless you move back. So next round, you'll have to evade or hunt or delve to get away to stay in range unless somebody else draws its attention.
Okay.
So let's see here. Outis.
Hi! I'm going to use Brisk Conjuration. Able to summon an indiscriminate blast of air in the direction of your choice. Spell functions as a kill D4 with spread, debilitating, and it is 1 shot.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 1 for basic, 1 for kill, and 1 for occult because I'm using magic. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. And is this risky?
Yeah, it's always going to be risky against this guy.
Gotcha.
Once we see when you inflict stress with this target, the next attack I made against someone with roll with mastery. So if you connect with this, Aaron's attack will have mastery.
Yep. Okay, so I rolled my top 2 were a 9 and a 7, so after 9, I get 7.
All right. So,
success with stress.
Yep, success with stress. This time I will say it is fortune. As
God damn it, Ross.
Oh no, actually, you know what? Blood. I
was gonna hope for mind because I eventually benefit from being crazy.
Well, it's a big metal murder monster. It's not really trying to have you thought about your mortality? Well, actually, it is kind of in a very visceral way, but it has. Have you ever thought about society? It's not like that, it's just trying to kill you.
Can I attempt to give myself mind stress, by the way, since that is something I need?
Damn, that is 6 blood, as those metal shards really fucking hurt.
Well, I have one thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll your debilitating damage on it. D4. And
yeah.
And it has 2 protection, so you need a 3 or 4.
Where did my D4s go? Oh, they're there.
You need a 3 or 4 to do anything to it.
4.
All right. So you inflict 2 stress on it. It is down to 12.
All right, it's set up.
And the next attack I'm made against it will have mastery, as it is knocked down as the blast of air cuts through it and destabilizes it, causing it to parts of it fall over, or parts of it.
I forgot to mark down how much blood stress did I get?
Well, let's find out if you get fallout first. 6, because you don't. You're fine. You have 6.
No, but I mean, how much stress did I get?
6.
Oh, okay. So you rolled higher than. Gotcha.
Yeah, basically every time you take stress, I roll to see if you have fallout.
Okay.
And since I rolled higher, you just keep the stress.
Is that including the protection that I had?
Sorry. Then it's 5 for you.
Okay. Does that wipe the protection, or do I
only when you take fallout?
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
so because I rolled higher, I rolled a 10.
Okay,
you don't 5. Take. You just keep the stress. So
okay, so I'm stressed, and the robot is sitting.
Basically, you are battered and cut a bit as it blasts metal shards at you, but you are not permanently harmed by it.
Okay.
And Garanhon.
Okay. Did you say that pieces were falling off of it from
took some
Otis's last attack?
Yeah, his special ability gave it debilitating, which means your next attack has a bonus die on it.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to grab one of those pieces and utilize it as a resource to fuel my Vermissian blade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That would not that would not be a kill, though. That would be like a delve. Or evade. Actually, yeah. So delve or evade.
Delve. So specifically,
if you want to do some other thing to set yourself up, that would mean Tom would benefit from my my.
Yeah, this way you would not get the mastery die from this, but this is also going to be standard. If you're just scavenging the bits that fell off of that, just standard delve. So just roll a standard delve thing.
So I need to delve before I use the ability. Okay.
Well, if you want to scavenge resources in the fight, yeah, that's a delve.
Okay, cool.
So you have to run up alongside it, grab up the pieces to so you can get a D6 of resources essentially. So delve plus technology.
Okay, can do.
Mm-hmm. And if you fail, you're going to get stuck, though.
Let's hope that's not the case, then.
Mm-hmm.
I love hoping.
That's a critical success.
All right. Outgoing thing goes up by 1. Man, too bad that wouldn't have been an attack because that would have been risky.
Yeah.
So you get a D8 technology resource instead.
Excellent. So this is going to hopefully be helpful in the next attack. So
yeah. So what is the piece of machinery that falls off that you grab?
Let's see.
It could be like a battery, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say it is something more of an archaic fusion device that seems to be pulsing with organic bits in it. So more of that.
Mm-hmm. You grab that, and you can on your next turn activate it and do whatever that is. So Rakk, you now have mastery because it is still stunned from the previous debilitating attack. So you get a bonus die against it if you shoot it again.
40-10?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you drop your highest one because again.
Yeah, of course. Watch me do terrible.
I would prefer if you didn't do terrible.
Yeah. Damn. Well, that succeeds. So it inflicts stress on you. This will not be blood this time. This will be fortune. As you're pushing your luck as you confidently stand there, aim calmly as its blades are shooting around you, and all of them miss you because it's stunned for a moment, and you launch your arrow. Go ahead and roll a D8. And I think you have brutal, don't you? or something to give you a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll an extra d8.
Oh, should I have done that the last time?
Well, you rolled your max, so it didn't really matter.
Motherfucker!
I'll give you one pity stress out of pity.
Thank you. Yeah.
So it's at 11. He rolled 2 2s. Yeah. So it's at 11 now.
This is a strangely, oddly worded Tom Church, ladies and gentlemen.
But you take D4 to fortune, which is going to be 4.
Of course it is.
Yeah. But you're fine. You're just pushing your luck.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Outis, what are you going to do?
Well, that's my only ranged thing, so I'm going to stab it.
Okay. Now you're going to be in
Can't
sword
think.
range.
Got material stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So gonna knife it. Gonna hit it with my knife because my wind blast only works once. So yeah, I'm gonna run up and stab.
That's going to be risky. Kill and technology, and I guess desolate domain since you're fighting in a desolate area.
Mm-hmm. So I only have kill in that case. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Which means I'd better roll well on both dice. Oh, wait, I should actually roll. Sorry, one of the ones I picked up was my D4.
Yeah, don't roll your D4 in the D10 system.
Oh, shit, 10 and 8, so an 8.
Nice.
All right. Crit success, take no stress. So what are you using against this thing?
My hungry knife. It is kill, D6, brutal, bloodbound, and dangerous.
Okay. Those are new abilities. Let's find out what those do.
Brutal is when I roll for stress against an adversary, roll 2 dice and pick the highest.
Yeah, we have. What you said, bloodbound?
Bloodbound is mark D4 stress to blood to roll with mastery when using this equipment. I didn't. Okay, well, never mind. That one I just don't get to use.
Oh, well, you can choose to do that. So,
well, yeah, but I would be choosing to do that the next time that I do it because I already succeeded. So,
and what's the last one it has?
Dangerous, which is, I believe, if I inflict stress with this item and roll the maximum amount, then I take a D6 to my own.
Awesome, blood. Nice. All right, go ahead and roll the 2d6,
which means I'm twice as likely to do that because I'm rolling 2d6 and taking the highest. Okay, so 4.
So you inflict 2. So it's down to 9. As you cut into it, severing cables. You're severing cables and chipping gears. You can hear sparks coming. You see sparks coming from it, and you can hear machinery shuddering inside as coolant and hydraulic fluid is no longer reaching critical components. But it's it's there. It's still getting there. So let's see here. Garanhon.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is activate using the fusion core that I stole from this thing. I'm going to activate the ability which allows me to inflict stress on there equal to the amount rolled for the resource. And you said this is a D8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I basically do that and shove my hands in there, letting all the energy conduit from my. Which ability is this?
Is this Vermissian plate? Okay.
That's Vermissian plate, yes.
Okay. Yeah. You just do that.
1d8.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 8.
I know. I'm wanting to. Dice bot, be kind. Dice bot.
Damn.
I should have just got my bag from downstairs.
Oh. Let's see, gain access to a skill okay, so yeah, I will say the protection does not count for that, so that definitely inflicts 1 stress to it.
Monk slap all over again.
Yeah, monk slap all over again. You inflicted 1 onto it, so it's at 8 stress.
I'm still resistance.
Yeah.
God, it's not even better.
Yeah, it's been rolling high for me though. I'll just roll D8 just to out of spite.
Fuck you.
Dice
I'm
bot is
using up all the
bloodthirsty.
successes.
Off.
Yeah, no. So back to let's see here. Yeah, well, I mean, at least the protection didn't count against that. So
I know.
yeah. So Garanhon, Rakk. You want to keep it? It has stopped in its tracks. You can keep sniping at it if you want.
Yes, I continue to snipe because surely things will get better.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, it's 2-shot range. If you get another 8, then somebody can hit. Yeah, it's only got 8.
Yay!
You got it below half health.
I believe.
We all believe.
6 still succeeds. But it's going to shoot.
Of course it is.
Metal shards at you.
Why wouldn't it? And of course you get that, Ross.
All right, so how much blood do you have right now? This had 6.
I got my blood's fine. I just got 2 fallout.
All right, well, wipe it again. You got another minor fallout.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're just getting peppered with this shit. Weirdly enough, it fucking sucks to stand against a giant metal murder machine. Let's see here. You're already bleeding. Let's see here. I will say, one of them hits you right in the mouth, and you start spitting out your teeth. So you're spitting teeth out. Any action that requires you to speak or look respectable is risky.
Oh, luckily, I mean, I don't need to look respectable ever.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, because I rolled exactly like 6. I need a 7 or more to get a. If I'd rolled a 7, well, no, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, anyways, wipe your blood, stress. So yeah.
Yay! Okay, so let's inflict some damage.
Yeah.
Lots of it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
Another strike into an exposed logic circuit gate.
Nice.
Its body is convulsing. Parts of it start overheating. Parts of the lights that are on this thing start shutting off. It's in critical state. It's almost gone. It's almost critical. So only has 2 protection left. So I mean 2 resistance left. Come on,
team. Let's make a difference.
Yeah, you might actually save the dam if you kill this thing.
Big dam, come on, guys! Big dam heroes.
Back to the good side of the town.
All right, you can recover 1 blood stress for that. Rakk.
Big damn hero.
Yeah. So Outis, what are you gonna do?
Actually, hold on. I scrolled away from the.
You could use your death knife again, and this time take stress on it. You want to roll with master?
Yeah, what's the? I lost the page for equipment tags.
Oh yeah, yeah. We just need to have like a cheat sheet. It's page 197. Bloodbound is D4 stress to blood.
Excellent, because I'm already pretty stressed in blood. That'll be pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm going to. What'd you say? 190? No, it's not. That's the monster page. Anyway, so that lets me roll with mastery, right? If I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to take 4 more blood.
Okay.
I assume my. Do I just take 4? Or do I roll to take?
It's a D4. Did you roll D4?
Oh, okay. So it is roll a D4.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the page, so that's why I was.
Yeah,
asking.
it's 97, but yeah, it's a marked D4. I have the
97.
Yeah.
I thought you said 197. So.
No.
Okay, so I will roll my D4. I'm already pretty bloodied up, so that'll be fun.
I'll roll for Fallout.
Did you roll? Yeah. Sorry.
No. Here I'll roll. 2.
Right. I keep forgetting you roll for Fallout. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you have how much blood stress do you have total right now?
5.
Okay, I'll just go and roll that. So you will take fallout from this.
Okay.
But we will deal with that after you finish your roll. So
Did I take major or minor?
Actually, wait, yeah. Let's resolve that right now because you might take another one. So your blood knife, is that what it's called?
Hungry knife.
Hungry knife. Let's see here. What does your hungry knife do to you? Let's see here. Let's see. I will say, you're also furious.
That works.
Yeah, so wipe your blood stress. You cannot be helped by your friends. You cannot help other friends. So yeah. And this is just ongoing.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody's just super mad at this goddamn robot.
Yeah, basically.
All right. And so that will be 1d10 for regular, 1 for kill, and 1 for mastery.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No whammies. No whammies. Fuck. Thanks. My highest was 2.
Wow. All right. Guess what it does to you? It stabs you for 5.
Oof.
Awesome.
Yep. And you're fine though.
Yeah. I didn't need that.
Nope.
I was testing you.
Mm-hmm. And let's see here. Then Garanhon.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can go for another attack.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, can I actually possibly use a delve on it to see if there's any particular weak spot to point it at?
That's like a physical.
Adjustment?
That's like an athletic skill. That's like
is it? Okay.
Climbing and exploring and that kind of
running.
thing. Yeah,
Free running. Okay.
So grabbing resources around a dangerous murder machine. Yeah, that makes sense. But like figuring out a weakness is like discern.
No, afterwards. So yeah, that's fine. All right. Yeah, we're just going to go for a full attack here. So, but all right.
So yeah, technology and kill. Well, technology. Yeah. So 2d10 and drop your lowest one.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Oh no! Wait, that's what? No, wait. Let's see.
Do you have another thing that gives you an extra d10?
No, but let me see because I think I can only use the that ability once. So
yeah, it's a one-shot thing. So
yeah, no.
If
so
if you'd using it to giving you an extra skill like kill, you would have had that. But yeah. So gain access to So oh, you could you can once per session you can activate. You have etheric field and Helexicon burst, don't you?
No, because those are major abilities, and I had to choose one.
Oh, that's right. You chose overclock. Okay, what are your other 2 minor abilities? You chose arcane and armor plating. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's like one other thing I can do. I was trying to keep it off.
Well, you don't take any damage. It only did 1 to you, so your blood protection held. So
okay. Because I'll wait for the other one because I basically can figure out a way to activate the Vermissian plate again and then try for the same maneuver like I did before, but so it might be worse.
Well, yeah, you have to consume a resource for it.
Mm-hmm. So I'd have to find another battery and then try it again.
Oh yeah, that would require getting the success. The average one's going to be like a D6 thing. So yeah. I mean, it's almost gone, so I would say there are D6 resources available. But anyways, it is Rakk's again.
I will try to finish the damn thing off.
Yep, your friends were unable to.
You know what? It's okay. They're my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And the friends support each other when we're making a difference.
Yeah, we all learned a valuable lesson today.
5, which is not quite enough. So yeah, it is going to shoot at you.
Well, of course it is.
For 3. And you don't take any fallout from that because your blood
Good God, I just have normal damage now. This is weird.
Yeah. All right. So, Outis.
I'm gonna try and stab it again.
All right.
Let's see. Oh yeah, because I still have. Because I have mastery for the rest of the scene. Okay, good. Don't have to do that again.
Yeah, you don't have to do it again.
Piss.
Nothing?
3.
Oof. All right. It is definitely.
Well, I mean, I assume it's still risky, right?
Yeah. It's still like a blender of death.
Then 3.
It is throwing orbs of blades at you. It is phantasming you basically. It is sticking you with swords. It is just really desperate to not get destroyed. So that is going to be 4 blood stress. So what does that put your blood stress at?
Still got my 1 protection.
Oh yeah, so 3. Yeah.
So 8.
8. So you're going to take major fallout basically. Yep. So major fallout. Fallout? Yeah. Sorry.
No, you had to roll above a 7.
Yeah. That's right.
How dare you?
How dare I? So you get stabbed in the leg, though. You are now limping.
I don't enjoy that. Well, thankfully, I'm already climbed on it.
Yeah. So basically, what that means is, if someone or something attacks your party, they'll attack you first. If there's any question who arrives last, it's you. All checks involving rapid or stealthy movement become risky, ongoing. So, yeah. And then, let's see here. Garanhon.
All right. Just not really being able to get lucky for here. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and delve first to see if I can grab another piece of another quarter to absorb.
Sure.
So. Critical success again.
Yeah. You get another D8 battery with no stress.
All right.
It's just they're just falling off it like flies.
Hi, buddies.
So yeah, Rakk, you can take another shot if you want.
Of course, dude. We've committed at this point.
You really have. It's almost gone. Just...
Motherfucker!
Man. I'm gonna say it's out of blades this round. It has to reload, so I'm gonna give you a reprieve. It's gathering scrap.
Dub decision.
Yeah, and Outis, it will get to stab you again. Yeah, because you're in melee range of it.
Yeah. Okay, come on, stabby blade. Oh, okay. I roll a 10 and a 6, so get rid of the 10. I still have the 6. Succeed with stress.
All right. Succeed with stress. That's a D8. So that's 5 blood stress. Roll damage. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you a chance. If you roll basically a 4 or higher, you kill it, and it won't hurt you.
Alrighty.
I believe.
But otherwise, it'll inflict 5 stars on you.
6.
So,
but
you
6 is the maximum that weapon does.
It is.
So,
you kill it.
I do. I believe that means I do an amount to myself.
You do, which I believe is a D6. Roll D6, mark D6 to blood. So I'll roll that. So you take 3 minus 1, 2 blood. What does that put?
Well, my blood just cleared, so that puts me at 2.
Okay. And you get 6, so you're fine. Aside from the limp. And please describe how you kill the machine.
I'm just digging into it with a knife, like foaming at the mouth and screaming random nonsense because I am also enraged.
Yeah.
So furious.
All right. So
I might also rip out a cable and bite into it. Like
Garanhon, if you can stop your friend from mauling the delicate machinery, you'll be able to loot something extremely valuable.
Oh, okay. So...
Don't look for help from me.
Oh God, I don't know, because I feel like this would be a compel. So
you can try to. You can just role play it. You could just knock his ass out with a kill roll. I can roll its knockouts.
Oh no, I have this right now. So,
okay.
Outis. No, it wronged us in so many ways. But thinking this way, if we can repurpose its corpse in order to use it for our own benefit, we gain the true revenge. We don't just disembowel it like it wanted to. We don't give into its baser ones. We make it something better. Something that we can, that's like, use to learn and to defeat him through knowledge.
Rather than continuing to gnaw viciously on the section of cable that Outis has pulled free, he is now gnawing on it thoughtfully.
So, and that's like, and the way to knowledge isn't simple mastication. It is intuition. And that's like being interrogative.
Fine.
Thank you, and diving straight into it to rip out what I want.
All right.
I'm gonna limp over and check on Rakk.
All right. Yeah, he's pretty cut up. He's peppered with countless metal shards. Yeah.
How do we do?
With the thing, he's he's ripping into the is done.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Trying to find a resource that has like desolate or anything around here after this battle.
You can find with a hunt check, a standard hunt check. You could find a desolate wild or a desolate resource. Yes.
I'm looking because part of Monstrous Appetite is rejuvenation.
Mm-hmm.
I can remove fallout.
Wait, your adventure, right?
Yeah.
When you gain a minor advance, refresh D6. Okay. Let's see here. So at the end of the session, you will refresh D6 onto one stress track because you
didn't back down.
Didn't back down. That's definitely a thing you didn't do. So yeah. Now for heat. Does anybody have the men skill?
No.
Okay.
I could
but
pretend that I do.
Yeah, standard desolate hunt check for you there. And if you fail, you'll take a D4 D4 fortune. Or yeah.
I do succeed though.
Yeah. Without consequence, I believe. No stress, because that's an 8. I believe it's 8 through 9 is no stress. So yeah, you find a D6, basically lichen from some of the rocks that gathered that are quite valuable and nutritious and medicinal.
So using Monstrous Appetite, basically my jaw just completely unhinges.
Mm-hmm.
And I scarf it down all in one massive bite.
So which ability is this?
It's the Monstrous Appetite.
Okay. Monstrous Appetite. When you use rest feats, remove stress from blood or echo equal to the amount rolled on the dice instead. Okay, which one are you using it to heal, blood or echo? Probably blood.
Blood.
Okay.
Blood.
How much blood stress do you have?
4 stress.
4 stress? Okay. Yeah, you heal all of it.
What about the fallouts?
Fallouts require mending. Let's see here. Or some sort of skill check. They're ongoing. That's what I'm looking up right now.
Oh yeah, I should learn how to mend stuff. That seems like it would be useful.
Man, okay. Can I use the part of it, appetite, the rejuvenation?
What is this ability?
Part of monstrous appetite.
Well, that is the healing that heals stress.
It's if it has a value of D8 or higher, I can remove a minor blood or echo fallout entirely.
Oh, do you have that minor ability?
I do not.
Well, then you can't. Yeah, you have to take those separately.
Yeah, I know.
So
need to get another minor.
Mm-hmm. Also, that was a D6 resource, not a D8, so that wouldn't have worked.
This doesn't work as well when we're not at the same table. But
yeah.
Andrew Jackson says it could be a D8.
Yeah, that could be PayPal to me. Venmo
doesn't have the same feel.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Mr. Cash App says.
Yeah, there are rules for healing. Let's see here.
I think
here it is, page 77. I don't
think any of us have skills that would lend
I think
to that.
David does.
Remove ongoing fallout. Okay, it costs a D6 resource. Oh, actually, you could use that D6 resource. I'll just house roll. You can use it. Access a haunt with the appropriate resistance tag and pay for their services by spending resources. So instead of using your ability to remove stress, you could go, if you can get back to a haunt like Derelictus, you can use those that resource to get a healer to remove the fallout.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
So you can keep the stress and do that. So in terms of loot, Garanhon gets a D12 technology resource, the heart of the machine, the heart of the, and then the two of you can get a D6 technology resource from the assorted scrap metal, and you can make skill checks to get something else. So each of you gets a D. Yeah. So the Sourceborn scrap is D6 resource. Garanhon gets the D12 one. Yeah. But yeah, instead of like pressing on, you could consider retreating because you all got the shit kicked out of you.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, the crab keeps a schedule, right? We can come back and
you can come back.
Yeah.
So in order to get back, I'll just make this a D8 delve. You'll have to, because you have to take a new path because you're not welcome around Saunderwood anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, all but right. Each of you got a minor story beat. So who wants to delve?
I probably should be the one doing that. Since
all right, give me a delve check. It's a total of 8 resistance, and if you fail a check, there will be fallout in the terms of a story complication.
It's an 8 on the resistance. Oof.
Yeah, because you went further in than like you initially did. Yeah.
Okay. This is risky again, but
no, it's standard.
It's standard. Okay.
Why would it be risky?
Oh, I thought it was just getting us additional stresses if I fail. So,
well, I mean, risky in that sense, but like, it's not mechanically risky. It's not going to.
Okay.
So you can roll.
No worse then.
Right now, it's a desolate area, so desolate domain, and delve skills. So.
Okay. All right. Then actually, what I'm going to do beforehand, because do I still have the other piece of technology I got from the critical success?
D8 technology resource, yeah. So you have the battery, technology. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that would actually work. So I'm going to go ahead, before I start, I'm activating Galvanic Crucible to use the Vermissian plate again. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to mark, since this is the second time too, I'm going to go ahead and mark D4 on the stress. So.
Which stress?
Fortune.
Okay. All right.
3.
Let me roll for fallout.
All right, yeah, and I'm at 1 fortune, by the way, so
you're at 4 total?
So I only have 1 left, so.
How much fortune stress have you taken? Total. Because you just took 3.
9.
Okay, then you definitely take fortune fallout.
Okay.
So let's see here. But I rolled a 4, so that's minor. So
another minor one.
Let's see here. Wait, weren't you the one to take in trouble, fortune?
Yes, I did.
Well, that wipes your. Didn't you wipe out your fortune stress then?
Oh, I didn't know that wipes that out. Then
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it resets it.
Oh, okay.
So you are. So what is your stress? What is your fortune stress after with you have the 3? Was there anything else you got between that during the
fight? Yes, I had 2 more, so that'll be at 5.
Okay, so you still get another fortune fallout because I rolled a 4.
Okay.
To explain the mechanics. New system.
Yay!
Let's see here. Actually, you know what? I realized going back only takes half stress, so it would be 4 normally. But I'm going to give you long way around, which adds a d6 to the resistance.
Okay.
So it's going to be 4 plus a d6.
Okay.
So 1. So 5. So yeah, you have 0 fortune stress right now, and you need a 5 delve to get back home.
5 delve to get back home. All right.
Not 8.
So, all right. So since I used the Vermissian plate, I am going to use the ability for this to spend it to get access to the desolate domain for the remainder of the session.
All right. So you get an extra d10.
Yep. So that'll allow me to roll 3 on this.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sound so hopeful, Russ.
I'm just.
I know.
This first session is more just getting the mechanics out.
And I did succeed on 7.
All right. With you do take stress. You don't get fallout. But I would say you will take D4 stress to your supplies. So you take 1 point of supply stress.
Okay.
Which I had forgotten about. I could have had that happen to you guys if it's like hammering you on certain things. But I mean, you did find a giant murder machine that I said maybe you should just try and lure it away. But you're like, no, we can kill it. Oh, Tom got a good hit right at the beginning. That's a good sign. We can totally take him down.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Hey, we did, didn't we?
You did. Good for you. So let's see here. So you succeed. Roll d6 on your delve.
All right.
To see how much you reduce it by. You could technically one-shot it. But not. Or you could just get a 1.
I hate dice not tonight.
Yep. So you have 4 left on the delve. As you start making your way back slowly, ever so slowly to Derelictus, you realize quite a bit has changed on the way back. Something happened to the heart while you were in Sonderwood. You wonder what happened. What would change the reality so intensely?
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. So you can try and delve again. If you fail, there'll be fallout. If you succeed, you'll just get stress. Or someone else can make a skill check of some kind. One person could try to discern.
I could attempt to discern. That's
or somebody with a desolate domain could do something. But yeah,
which I
have discern, and if someone with desolate wants to back me up,
I'll back you up.
Or yeah, okay, all right.
Okay, so that's 1 for regular, 1 for discern, and 1 for desolate. Is this risky or is this?
No, it's standard.
Okay.
Yeah, risky. Normally, most things would be standard. You fought a monster on a higher tier.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like it's one of the beefier ones in the book. Well, not
7.
Okay. So this will be also to supplies to both of you. As you slowly trek back, that'll be 3 to both your supplies. So let me roll. So Aaron, I think you're at 4 supplies now.
Yes.
And this will be under it, so you get supply fallout. Let's see here. Let's see here. I will say you are during this next. You're empty. You're out of food. You're down to your last scraps of food. You cannot use supplies protection, so that's ongoing. So you're gonna have to get some. You're gonna have to buy some food when you get back home. and you have no supplies protection.
Okay.
So, and
Okay, so I assume that since I'm using discern and that, so that we're basically like trying to scout out a better path.
yeah, so you can roll a D6 for that, I believe.
All right.
And you just need to get down to 4. If you get a 4 through 6, you get it back.
I got a 3.
All right, there's 1 point left.
Better. So.
Yep. So you can delve once more.
Yep.
Garanhon.
One more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All
right.
successes. So
Yeah. So you get back. You cannot but succeed with 1 point left. So you made it back to Derelictus, wounded and weary, but yeah. So
the giant's mechanical heart.
yeah.
I hurt.
Yeah. So with any resource, like page 77, I believe, is what I said, for healing fallout. It takes a D6 resource to remove a minor fallout, and a D8 to downgrade a major one to a minor one. You can, whatever resources you have, you can spend those. Now your D12 resource, Garanhon, you could use to buy an experimental item of some kind.
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
because so I guess I fulfilled the.
So you'll fulfill your first story beat
of buying something there. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So the item you can choose to be in the for the turnstile, or it could be a piece of gear to help you on delving. So if you get it for the turnstile, it'll help your quest. It'll make it easier to I'll say it'll help with your quest. But or you can just, I mean, it actually just says experimental gear, so you can have be something good for your gear. So you can think about that. You don't have to pick it right now.
Okay.
So in terms of advancement, so this will end this session, as you all realize you pushed your luck a little too far. We've all made advancements.
We succeeded.
We did succeed. Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Do I know how to send resources to my master?
Yes.
Because if so, I could send that holy book.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be my
Holy
other
well.
active beat.
Well, holy shit.
Mm-hmm. You could. So yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, fuck me. I'll just give him the book. I don't need this book.
All right. So every minor story beat. So you get both of them. Let's see here. Tom, you did not kick someone off a tall structure.
Damn it.
So yet. But you can only have 2 story beats active at a time, but now you can pick. Do not pick a Zenith story beat because you definitely don't qualify for those. But if you want to, you can pick another minor beat. But major story beats are also available if you want. And when you fulfill a major story beat, you get a major ability. But the problem with that is major story beats take more than 1 session to fulfill. That would be like the purpose of an adventure or something like that. So, yeah. So, yeah. Think about what you want to get. Think about what you want to heal. Just for the record, what fallout does everyone have? Garanhon, do you have any fallout? You have the In Trouble with Saunderwood, right?
I thought we wiped that out.
No, that's ongoing.
Okay, so that I'm in trouble then.
What gets wiped out is the stress. When you take fallout, you wipe out the sweat. So, session 1. Yeah, let me just write this in here.
In trouble, and I guess would long way around still be an effect?
No, that's immediate, ongoing.
Okay.
So fallout, in trouble.
Okay.
Saunderwood. So, So, was there any other fallout you suffered from any type of thing?
Do
you have any stress right now?
Yes, I still have stress in supplies and 1 stress in blood.
Oh, you had empty supplies, didn't you? Or was that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I thought that was for the group, so I didn't.
No,
know
that's
or
you.
that
That's you. You're out of food.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Empty
Buy some more.
ration. So yeah, you have to spend a d6 resource to get that back. Otherwise, you can't use supply protection. So you probably want to get that fixed. So let's see here. Outis, what Fallout do you have?
Fallout, I have the conduit thing, the echo protection being unavailable.
Yep.
I have Furious and I have Limping.
Okay. Furious and Limping you can heal easily. Conduit will be harder. Echo ones are harder to get rid of under normal circumstances. But Furious and Limping you can just pay a healer to fix that.
Okay. And for stress, I have 2 in blood, 7 in fortune, and 3 in supplies.
So if you want to heal those, let me know. There are ways to heal those. Just
so for future reference, because I need to get my mind more stressed so that I can benefit from that. How do you get mind stress?
Oh, scary things. I guess I could have had the thing do like you roar at you, but like the original thing at the dam was going to be scary. Like the dam was like made from people who had been partially petrified, so they were gonna I was gonna do some creepy shit, but y'all like altered reality to change the landmarks around you.
I don't look. These things happen. The nature of the heart. There's no way that anyone can be blamed. It's fine.
In fact, a great deal of things are just fine.
Hey, there's a new door in my attic.
There is a new door in your attic. Dare you open it? It is. I'll say it's locked right now. Unlocking it again will be something we can explore later on. Well, no, you have access to a sanctuary, so yeah, that's a minor thing. So you do have access to it, because that is your story beat. So you do have access to it. So Furious, Conduit, and Limping, cool. And let's see here, Rakk. What you have? Furious. Spitting teeth, and what was there anything else?
Yeah, and the bleeding.
Oh, bleeding. Oh, great. Let's resolve that because you went through 2 situations. So that's 3. What's your what's your blood stress right now?
3.
So now it's 6.
No,
it is 3.
It was 0.
Okay.
So it was 0. So
well, wipe that. I got another Fallout.
Damn it!
Yep.
You might want to trade that scrap that you got for.
I am. That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, you can. But this is on the way back. I forgot to resolve that.
Of course you did,
unless
Ross.
somebody. Okay, well, let's rewind. Did you want to try and do an No, wait. During we can sort of retcon this a little bit because to min-max this, Aaron has the Desolate domain. So he could do mending with Desolate to try and heal you.
Oh, find like desolation things to stitch you up with.
Yeah, I can give it a try. So, although, like I said, I only have 2 dice on it.
Aaron, I trust my teammate.
Especially when using dice spot.
Nay, not just my teammate, my friend.
All right, let's see. Well, obviously, okay. I'm going to apply this particular bit of wiring. It should be helpful.
Oh, goody.
Oh, actually, wait. Never mind. You cannot be removed. Ongoing Fallout cannot be removed by players without special abilities. But you could heal. You could heal the stress though, so he doesn't take the Fallout. So, he's healed. He's taken 3. He needs to get at least 1 point healed. So if you succeed, they mark stress to supply. You'll take stress. You'll take stress to supplies. Or actually, I'll say Rakk will take stress to supplies.
Okay, but yeah, I rolled and I got 2 8s.
Okay. Well then no stress. So you heal 1, so you're at 2. So that roll fails. So you don't take any fallout. So you're at 1. You're at 2 blood stress right now. Okay, Tom.
Yeah.
And now let's just see what the second bleeding. That's another 4. So now you're at 5 blood stress. And Aaron, go ahead and roll again to heal.
Okay. 1 success, 6.
Okay. Tom, take 3 points to supplies.
Okay.
And let's see here. You heal 3 to blood, so you're at 2. So this is your blood check. You're fine on blood. You have 2 blood as you get into town, and then you can clear bleeding because you use the lichen to get a healer to heal you. Yeah. And then this is for your supplies, which is at 3. You're okay. So you have 3 stress and supplies, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just like that was good.
Mm-hmm. So you're just furious and spitting teeth.
For now.
Yeah. So, and Outis has furious, kind of and limping, and Garanhon is in trouble and has empty rations. So yeah, very successful delve. But you got some resources, so yay, and you advanced your character goals. Between now and next session, pick new story beats. Okay. They can be minor or major. You can have a total of 2 at any given time. So if you cleared both of them, you get to pick 2 new ones. If you cleared one of them, you get 1. And then it's an open-ended game. At this point, you should have plenty of things you want to do. You can go back and do the crab quest, but you'll have to go back, and deal with all that shit. Or you can do other things. You can figure out what kind of gear you want to buy there, Garanhon.
Not yet. I have to think about this.
That's what I'm saying. You can think about it. So
yeah.
So questions, comments, suggestions. What do you guys think of the system? And the setting
seems interesting. I wasn't sure how the Fallout stuff was gonna play out, so I'm actually a little bit surprised no one died.
Yeah,
but
character death is always a choice. Character death can only happen when you take critical fallout. Critical fallout is basically taking 2 major fallout at the same time, and that's a choice. You can just take the 2 major fallout, but basically you can take the 2 major fallout. It's going to be really fucking unpleasant. So so it's always a choice. Your characters are surprisingly tough. You did fight against a really tough monster, and barely survived, but you did. Yeah. You got some really high end resources too from it, and also from stealing from the temple. So yeah,
no, I do like the stress mechanic on here, where you can kind of continue to push that and get certain things for as necessary. So with the abilities, I like the fact that I could push my luck on the fortune specifically to get more uses of my unique ability, more core ability.
Yeah. Scary thing. Yeah, the fact there's multiple different tracks and I can sort of push it in different ways. But yeah, healing is a big thing, and so now that you have each of you at least have 1 minor advancement, you might want to think about what do I want? Yeah. So think about that, and then think about your goals. Yeah. And
I got hurt badly.
You did. You got the shit kicked out of you, but you survived.
But you got that beat.
Yeah,
damn right I did. I earned that one.
You did. And you could have gotten the other one. Yeah.
If we go back to the dam, maybe we'll find someone you can kick off of it.
Well, there's the Sonderword's a pretty tall structure, and Derelictus has some tall structures, so you can go find some people to kick. Yeah, that's not too hard. Surviving the aftermath of the kick is the real question. It's like that show, The Slap, but it's the kick. Anyways, this has been episode 1 of Descending Derelictus. Thank you all for listening.
Indeed.
And we'll talk to you all later.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.